Why, hello there, my drama frogs. How are we all feeling today?
Ribbit.
Good.
Sad panda.
Yeah, we're down a person.
Forever.
That makes me
Forever.
a sad panda.
Unless he
I'm
gets
sorry.
kicked out.
No, we get
Hopefully he
cut out.
doesn't. No, I mean, like, him getting kicked out of the... being a monk.
But his literal temple he's joining? I don't think he would come back and look us in the eye if that happened. He'd be like, John, I got rejected, but I'm still not gonna play D&D with you.
I finally had my escape.
I got out.
Yeah,
Yep.
he escaped me. He got his ending. John, wherever you are, lots of love, and when you finally give me your address, I'm gonna dox you, like somebody doxed me. We're all gonna fly to Taiwan and visit you, and be the worst American visitors ever. But guys, welcome to City States of Klovisa, ; the God War, episode 40 of the Discovery Team. How are we all feeling?
Hungry?
Yeah?
Gassy.
Okay.
Wonderful.
TMI.
Needed to hear that.
Okay.
Eric, how are you feeling?
Yeah, Eric, how are you feeling?
Fuck you, Orion. I didn't get my job either.
Mm.
Oh,
You got your
I'm
wish.
sorry. That was not my wish.
I know.
I-
I know. I'm just giving you shit.
Sorry about that.
That's
If
whatever.
I jinxed you.
It happens.
Oof. True. It's
Or,
a
like, doesn't
cutthroat
happen, I
world
guess.
in the programming business. Tums. Alright, well, it sounds like we are in a low spirit, but we're gonna pump up those spirits as John asks somebody for a recap. And I don't think I've heard John give us a recap in a while. So, I'm gonna call on him.
Yeah. Let's see, what did we do? And we started off with Vunt. We showed our Vox, yeah, that was a good finisher. But we started off with Vunt getting backstabbed by a shadow bird dude. We kind of dispatched him really easily. I put myself in a box, hoping to not get attacked. Afterwards,
that's
after
the-
playing
Okay.
with the mobile for a little bit, we noticed a dark, spooky portal that lead us into a dark, spooky tunnel where John very clearly told us to just follow the
Mhm.
yellow brick or white marble road or bad things will happen. After
Yeah.
following that path up a nice, super slow, long spiral staircase, we came upon someone's diorama room of all the mysterious temples we've pillaged, came
Yeah.
across. No combat, except for that one spooky bird guy. After debating about scratching up some devil's language or not, we made a rubbing of it, found some black feathers, and appeared into this new, luscious, verdant valley.
Yes, and in this verdant valley you are in. It is a beautiful day. Who knows what day it is, as you guys
It's Thursday.
look at each other.
I do.
You saw a big bird in the distance to your south, and not gloomy, but like almost barren, lifeless mountains to your left and right, creating this natural valley you find yourselves in. So, without further ado, what would you guys like to do? Also, Gunther is still here? Question mark? Did he just have a heart attack, keel over? I assume he's
No.
still with you guys.
Yeah, guys, we should go right towards that bird.
Whoever finds their nearest pair of sunglasses can be Gunther.
I don't have sunglasses.
Yeah, I don't have one.
Mine's in the
I,
car.
actually, I do have sunglasses.
Oh, shit.
Oh,
Both?
man.
Oh my god!
Oh, they're
Unfortunately-
even Gunther fitting.
Oh my
I
god.
can't see because they're not prescription, so I'm blind.
Jesus.
As it should be.
Just put your regular glasses underneath those glasses.
Why would I ever do that? You know how uncomfortable that is?
Because you're Yugu and Gunther at the same time. Yugu's
Yeah.
the regular
Time.
classes,
It's
Gunther's
true.
the
You are
sunglasses.
both. You are two spellcasters now, Yugu.
Oh
Uh,
God.
Yeah, fuck that.
Good luck with preparing spells.
Okay.
There you go.
Well,
I say we head towards the giant bird.
Agreed.
Yeah. Yeah, is there like another mountain near the giant bird? Because that would fit the triangle mountains that we were trying to find.
bro, there's mountains everywhere. You're
There's mountains
surrounded
everywhere,
by
bro.
mountains. You are in a valley.
I mean like the one that near Sanctuary that we
It means
discovered.
this. This down here.
Yeah.
By
What's
Sanctuary.
that?
Peaks.
Cool,
This is
dank
something we
stuff.
discovered last time. We discovered, based on the dioramas before we went into the valley that we're in now, that this is probably, based on the continent map and everything that we learned about the dioramas, where the last, where the body, the actual body of Uletha is buried.
Well done. You guys make your way towards this big fucking bird in the distance. And you travel. John gets to roll his big-ass random encounter dice, thanks to the second Eric, who gave me dice instead of a poster. Look how big these things are. Do you want to see another D10 in comparison? Like, these are the D10s side by side.
Ooh.
Jesus.
Do you see how
Oh my
fucking
gosh.
huge they
It
are?
looks like a dreidel.
It is a dreidel, but it's not made
Try
out of
spinning it.
clay.
It's a nerd dreidel.
However, I think these dice are cursed, because every time I roll them, I roll super, low on every single one of them. And it's like a dice
That's good
set.
for us, right?
And
Never
dice
mind, I
jail.
just rolled a 94. Let's go look at my random encounter table. We are in the South
hi,
Downs.
Bad.
Can I scavenge for food? Because I realize we're now in a valley and I have no food or water.
Yeah, it'll just
Oh, yeah,
slow
we
you
put
guys
that
down
away.
like mad. How much food do you guys have? Let's do a quick audit since I feel Mr. Underground's presence in my chat. He might not be here.
I
I
also
think
did not bring food for this because I thought we were just gonna do a quick in and out 30-minute
Oh,
adventure.
shit.
And so,
I
Oh,
brought
in a
snacks.
valley.
I bought my 9 rations.
This was the one time I didn't bring rations because I'm like,
Fucking meager,
literally-
holding out.
literally, all we're doing is going inside a city that has allied forces, 2 different types of allied forces,
Mhm.
go into a museum, pop back out. There would be literally, this is the one time where I don't ever need to bring rations.
Runt's scaring off game, Yugu. Oh no. He's just yelling.
Shut up, be quiet.
Hey, that was out of character. You can't do that shit.
No, everything you say is now in
I-
character.
I also brought 10 rations.
Oh, okay. Then
Hey,
you guys
we're
have
good for,
plenty of
like,
food. Your real concern
days.
is water, then. Yugu! Why don't you give me just a perception check? See if you can find some water. Are you a survivalist? Are you like an
I am
outlander?
proficient in survival.
If you want to do that instead, you can.
Thank you.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Alright.
Right off the bat.
You look around for a source of water. And this is a valley. You're undoubtedly going to find little creeks, little divots, ditches filled with rainwater or runoff. John has to find his Southlands random encounter sheet. And go to events. Sessions. No. God War. Where's my God War folder? There you are. Nope. Alright. Nick, you can take your drink now. I know you love this minigame of John. Where did John hide the everything?
We really should have a drinking game.
Yeah. Random encounters! There we go. Okay. You want the number? How many folders?
94.
Currently I am 4 in.
Who's-
Oh,
who's
shot.
bigger?
I'm
There's a graph
4
on
folders in. Alright.
4 shots.
And this is why I don't play more than one campaign that I run.
True. Oh. Yugu, while you are on the prowl looking for some water, you will find a small pond. This pond is a beautiful little idyllic pond, maybe 35, 38, 40-ish feet in diameter. And I need all of you to roll me perception checks, as those who drink water begin to fill up their thing. So I guess Nav can hold off if he doesn't want to. But...
Don't forget Gunther.
oh shit, Gunther. Yes, I can roll for Gunther.
Because
He's,
our more
Super high
perspective.
perception.
Oh, fuck.
He does. Okay.
Oh,
Yay!
I roll too good.
2 crits out of 5 dice.
Okay. Gunther goes to, like, on his knees, begin to just splash water. Nav, are you Rip John? Is that your new character name? Or your Roll20 name?
No, my Roll20 name
You're
would
Eric.
be my name.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Who's Rip John?
No one.
Okay, cool. Just checking. Oh, I'm just rereading Yugu twice. I'm a big dumb idiot, guys. No big deal. Gunther begins to slap water in his face, taking off his shades. And when he blinks, looking through the water as you guys are, you know, shooting the shit, Runt's complaining about not having food. Nav and Meager are probably keeping, you know, it hidden from Nav or Runt to, you know, meme on him later when he's starving. But, Gunther will, fuck, he's like a peace domain cleric, isn't he? He doesn't really care, so he wouldn't soy dive for this. He calls out to you guys. Oh, fuck, how did he speak?
You
know,
sort of like this.
Hey, fellas.
Clench the teeth and get growling.
Fellas, I'm seeing a little something down there beneath the surf. And he points to the middle of a little pond.
what's in the pond?
You guys peer and you look and you see like a very small, maybe the light's just refracting weirdly, but it's a dull yellowish metal. It's not like gleaming like gold, but you see something down there at the bottom of this pond.
Would it be possible
How-
to... Go ahead.
How big is the pond?
It's 40 feet in diameter. So like fireball sized.
Oh, I got this. I got this. Nav's just gonna walk in.
Okay. Nav,
Oh, that's
you
right.
walk in. And down you go, sinking your water logged armor will begin to... You don't have water breathing anymore, do you?
No.
No, I never really had
He
it. It was
doesn't
just-
breathe, right?
No, he breathes. Yeah.
Will eventually. He
Oh.
will eventually drown.
He will eventually drown.
We've done the
So-
calculations. I have a decent amount of time.
Yeah, it's like 4
got
or
like
5
5
minutes or something.
Which is a really long fucking time to hold your breath.
Nav, I need you to roll me a 1d100.
1d100. Worth noting that I did not have anybody hold rope or tie off on anything.
Oh my god.
Ooh.
Yep.
98.
Wow.
What's with our high rolls on the
I don't know.
Hundred.
Oh, I'm saying, you're very lucky so far.
Are you fucking kidding me? Hang on.
Please tell me it's like super like broken or
Something
something.
good.
Deck me
Legendary
things.
magical item.
Yeah, deck me things.
You find a weird waterlogged deck. It's full of cards that you can pull out.
It's just a
They're all-
pulpy mass now.
Roll me a 1d6.
Ooh.
You find 6 decks of many things.
Oh.
A 2. You... Alright.
Your potion
You
of water
go
breathing.
I never-
into the bottom of this pond where you just go down maybe like 20, 30-ish feet in like distance. So you can clearly see the top. Nothing is super weird or out of the ordinary except for this like half-buried skeleton, which is like draped in like the most gross looking robes, question mark, you have ever seen before. Like, half of its body is just gone, buried beneath the, like, slush and slime. But in his skeletal hands, the water having eroded all of his flesh and muscle and anything basically except for bones. You don't see any, like, fish or any. This isn't like a natural form pond, clearly. But it does collect rainwater and is absorbed by the earth, and then it creates more mud. Anyway, there in his, like, icky, gross robes is a book that looks fairly hefty. Maybe like 500-600 pages. Maybe even more.
Joy on the wizard's face.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's, like, currently locked, but it's only by, like, a band of, like, brass or bronze.
Okay, so I do just want to clarify. I'm not worried about his clothes. His clothes are just
Okay.
like half rotted stuff that's in the water, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure. Because you said the cloak was gross, and I was like, okay, that could mean it's like rotting, or it could be just like weird magical madness-inducing weird or
Well,
gross.
if you don't care about it, you don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, Nav is just gonna grab the book, because books aren't supposed to be in water. That's typically not a good thing for them.
And despite it all, it's in pristine condition. You grab the book and start. Oh, Ryan, back up from your fucking camera. You're freaking out, Janet.
I was about to say,
Excited.
I get it, but I need you to back up.
Nav, you have this book in your hands.
He's just gonna, No, so was this the, like, very bottom, or can I go deeper?
No, this is it.
Very bottom? Okay.
They're like the
He's
crater of
gonna-
some kind of fireball-esque object.
He's gonna walk back up, be like, I found a book, and then as soon as somebody takes it, and he's gonna, like, catch his breath, and then he's gonna go back under and, like, just kind of shift through the mud around the skeleton to see if there's anything else of note.
Okay,
like
so
half
you're
buried.
going to come up to the surface, chunk the book. The water immediately just is released, your armor just pushing it all out. And then you catch your breath, let the helmet refill with oxygen, and then go back down.
Yep.
And you scurry and scavenge and give me a... Well, how are you doing this? Are you, like, just sifting through the silt, or are you digging up mud, or are you just grabbing the skeleton by the neck and pulling? Like,
Not grabbing the skeleton, but he's trying to not necessarily dig, but you know how, especially underwater, mud, you can just kind of, like, it's so waterlogged that you can kind of just, like, force your hands and your arms through it. He's gonna, like, just kind of follow along the skeleton and just kind of, like, start to comb his fingers and just try and go a little deeper, just a little circumference around the bones.
This sounds like a sleight of hand check, I believe. You're fiddling with your fingers, you're being gentle.
I'm okay with that.
You're gonna argue something else?
No,
Very
I'm
thick,
cool with sleight of
stubby,
hand.
metallic.
I would say I'm
fingers.
not being rough because I don't want the silt to, like, swirl up because then I can't see anything. So
Yeah.
I'm okay with that. Perfectly mediocre.
Alright. The D20. Normally I roll 5s with this. And I just rolled a 5. Alright. I'm psychic.
Okay.
The
This
truly
thing-
cursed dice.
Yeah, I don't know what this fucking dice's deal is, but I just fucking always... Alright. It's fine. You look for any sort of, like, identifiers or things attached to this person. The only thing you truly find is, like, a rather large, like, copper coin? Maybe it's bronze. It's
Okay.
hard to tell under the water.
Okay. Is it like stamped in some way, or is it just like a disc, like a metal disc?
It's currently just like covered in mud and silt. You'll have to like
So-
wash it off and like get to the surface. But you found it like underneath the skeleton spine, where you thought
Right,
his
okay.
his or her hips
Um,
might be.
Yeah, if that's all I find, then I'll just head back up.
Alright. Do you take it with you, or?
Yeah.
Alright.
Wave it,
you-
I guess, like as I'm walking up, try and
Mhm. It's
know,
a little hard to
do it
do,
while I'm
just
going.
scraping your metal gauntlet on a metal coin. But Runt, Meager, Yugu, this is Nav, and I suppose Gunther. But,
Ooh, coin. Shiny. Well,
yeah,
I
it's
can make
about,
that.
like, 2 to 3 times as, like, wide as a regular copper piece. So it's, you know, quite sizable.
I wonder if it's
Meeker's
made of
gonna
chocolate.
pay more. Meeker's paying more attention to the book.
It is a book. It's heavy. The water does not seem to be, like, affecting it at all. But there's this
Can I
giant
use-
metal clasp that connecting the, two ends together, so you can't just open it. How
I would
is
like to
this-
try to presentation the outside water of it to kind of clean.
Can't you just use a rag? Why does everything have to be used with magic? Just be
Because-
like John,
Because
I
we-
fucking clean it.
Because he's a
If
wizard.
you had magic, would you not use it?
No. Because I'm a paranoid fucker. That's what I am. Alrighty, let us go look at this boot. I passed it.
Unclasp it.
I just want to give you some identifiers. I'm
Firmly
not too
clasp it.
interested in the... Yes. You look at this bronze-coated, like, leather cover. The cover itself is leather, it's just, like, engraved with bronze etchings. The biggest one that you see, or the most, like, understandable before, like, a understanding check, or, you know, like, the clear indentation you see is a boot that has been engraved to have some wings attached to it. The coin you can also clean as well. This coin has the shape of some kind of pillar or monolith that has been etched on its front. The back seems to be too marred or scratched or weathered by now to make any true, like, sign or make any sense of it.
Is it more bronzy or more coppery? Just
Are you-
in
do
like
you have, like,
coloration,
some
just
metallurgy
no, just in like
thing?
coloration, so I can
Well,
note
if it was copper, then it would have turned into like a green color by
Rust.
now, just by being underwater.
right.
So it's clearly not copper, or maybe it's magical copper? Question mark? Who knows? It's like that dull yellow, almost brown yellow. Anything else?
I would like to unclasp the book and try to open it.
Yeah. Give me a quick investigation check to see if you can figure out how to open it.
Hopefully this is good. 15.
You find a little locking mechanism that keeps it shut. Right on the very, well, not just the top, but also at the bottom of the clasp. It seems this thing requires either 2 pins or 2 keys or whatever the fuck to get it open.
Mmm. Intriguing.
I will share this with our resident lock keeper.
Runt's just
That
gonna look at you
too.
Like, yeah. Like, yeah, that's,
Runt.
that's pretty cool. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you know how to?
Mhm.
Do you have
Do
any
I know
like
how to what?
thin metal, like pens that I can use to try it?
That you can use? Absolutely not. But I certainly can use them.
Okay.
Would you like me to?
Yes, please. I'm
Alright,
interested
let
in
me
the
I'm
see.
mega
book.
dick.
He shrugs. Alright, John, can I put my skeleton key in one of these and use my thieves' tools in the other?
Yeah, totally.
Cool. Would you like to
you
give me
DC
found-
20. It's waterlogged. Alright, cool.
That's a natural one. I get to
They
reroll.
snap. Oh, fuck. You get to
Ah!
reroll. You reroll, you son of a bitch! Oh! I wanted to pull a Coraline on you. God damn it.
Not today.
Not
Not
today. Right, you got to reroll because you are a silly little hobbit. Nothing bad ever happens to you. Instead of you snapping, you're like, oh shit, nope, and flick it with your wrist, forcing the lock open. The tome heavily falls down. A very tiny sheet of water, which managed to get in, also comes out, but that was expected. You look at all the words written in some arcane language. Right, would you like to also follow up with an Arcana check that I know you just would love to? I know.
Can I attempt to help as I kind of go through it with him?
I would honestly call that hindering. If anyone would just like, if I'm trying to read a book and then like some dude just like slams his head against mine and just be like, let me read too. I want to help you. I'd be like, fuck off. I'm reading, bitch. But a 14 does it anyway. This thing isn't too hard to read, Runt. It's just basically the common tongue written down with some like arcane etchings to channel the words. And you quickly understand that this is a instructional guide to how to move better.
Hey, Meeker, you want to schmoove? You want to be schmoovin'? Like me? Like, you know how I weave and I move fast? You can do that if you read this book. I know you love reading books.
I thought it was like kind of like a spell book, really.
I mean, there are lots of books. Not every single book has to be...
Wait, Orion, do you have Identify?
No, I was
Okay.
not able to learn it because I rolled bad.
I was about to say, if you had known Identify, like, why are we going through that?
Yeah, I know.
I'm an asshole. Alright. Well.
Wait, does Gunther have Identify?
No, he's a cleric.
No way.
No.
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 I know some cleric subclasses get it, but I don't know which ones.
It's true. Well then. You have a book.
Are you
Here
sure
you go.
you don't want to read it? Does it make you better?
Now that you mention it, maybe I'll keep it and I'll read it. After all, I did unlock it. Thank you, Maker.
Because moving better is not as much as for me because I usually just use spellcasting. Even spellcasting to move better sometimes. But you're already good at it, so like making you better would like just make you as better in general. Right?
Yeah, sure. I mean, yeah. Runt just kind of like takes the book, does like a little gremlin pose, and starts waddling off with the book.
Yeah. It is sizable and weighs 3 pounds. You can put on your sheet a tome of graceful maneuverability.
Schmovement book.
The book of move it.
Yeah.
I like
it will take you a full 6 days to read it, or something. I forgot what it is. I'd have to look up. It might be shorter than that. 48 hours worth within 6 days? Something stupid. Anyway. That was your random encounter. There you go.
That's a pretty good random encounter.
You got a coin and a magical item. Semi-magical item, I guess. But magic nonetheless. You find water, you refill your your camel packs, your dibs, your mobile field well, that's what it's called. And you begin heading down south. However, this place is much further away than you will make within a day. So, you guys have to set up for camp. What are some precautions to do? Do you have the dome?
Yes, I do.
Oh, he does have the dome.
Yeah.
Yes.
Should have had
Um,
that.
Yeah, I'm going to use Tiny Hut. I'm going to retrocast it, of course.
Okay.
To save on spell slots. It's only an extra 10 minutes.
Night falls quite quickly here, even though it is summer. The mountains sort of obscure you and cast this valley into a dark shadow, even long before twilight. You all begin to rest. And is there anything you guys want to do during this night here? I know Nav can't really sleep, but he like goes into like meditative / dissociative states? Question mark. But you know.
Yeah,
I
I
mean-
want to get over to Bunt. Yeah, Bunt, I noticed you and the prince, you were like nice, good friends, all buddy-buddy. If I wanted to write a letter to him, could you like deliver it for me at some time, maybe?
Yes.
Thank you, you were very kind.
Not really.
Oh, sure, if I walked up and was like, here, take this piece of paper, I would probably, get stabbed by someone before that happened.
Probably. Yeah. Rent's just gonna take a little peek at this book. I know mechanically it's not gonna do anything, but he just wants to like start skimming through it. Read
Yep.
the first, like the prologue.
So, rules is written, you need to spend 48 hours within 6 days to get some kind of benefit from this. Which I will adhere to, since I'm ripping off an item from DMG. So should I, like,
In that
start a
case-
timer now, or what?
I'll put it on my character sheet in treasure. On how much I've spent, and then if 48 hours passes and I haven't completed it, I'll just reset it. Does that
Okay.
work? So, I guess I'll spend 2 hours tonight reading it.
Okay.
You said I need 48 hours in the next 6 days?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, you have 46 hours remaining. God, 2 days of reading. Just pure reading, 6 days. It's a lot of reading, guys. Okay. Any other activities during the nighttime?
I want to go, like, look at some of the nearby trees, and just, like, compare to areas that Nav's been to before, and see if they're anything like what he's seen.
Yeah,
Like,
give me a...
Very, very broad categories. Like, we were in Destry, which probably has, like, coniferous evergreens.
Mm-hmm.
Are these within that same genus, or are they something totally different?
No, these are mostly, like, oaks and elms. More so than any kind of other breed. You can
Okay.
give me a nature check for more information, though, if you want.
Yeah. I don't really need information about the trees themselves, just like we've been
Yeah.
the northern with Destry, crossing from Maelstrom to City, and then around Sanctuary.
Yeah.
So really just like, did I see something like this?
You had that whole hike from Blinding Lights to Sanctuary.
You're not too sure what's going on, Nav. You could quite literally be anywhere in the world. Which is a terrifying aspect as you think about, well, not just being trapped in a suit of armor, but being trapped in a suit of armor in the wild. Should be fine, right?
Yeah.
Got your friends.
Maybe.
You got-
Well, I was about to say maybe not with these fucks, but
Yeah. Okay.
Well,
okay, that was all I had.
Sounds good.
I shot my shot.
You shot your shot.
Squeeze ass.
Meager, anything?
Meager's gonna just wash over the tent, and because he can't get out of the tiny hut once he casted, he's just making sure like the floor is smooth and just studying his own spell and just making sure it's he casted correctly.
Sounds good.
This is his first time.
Oh, nice. I already rolled your nightly encounter. You will hear, like, the howling of, like, small animals that are not a threat to you, like a wolf. Which you guys, like, even Meager could probably bludgeon to death at this point, just due to the hit point difference. So, night quickly passes as the... well, the dome stays up and warms you all, insulates you from the weather outside, and, well, gets rid of the need for any other kind of survival gear, really. As long as something can't dig underneath you, it should be fine. And when the morning comes, you, in the distance, can see that bird shape circling, which you are increasing the... No, you are decreasing the distance between you and it. So, another day of traveling, question mark?
Let's go.
Hi ho.
We don't need water right now, so we can do full speed, right?
Come on, everybody.
Yeah.
Mama knows
You guys can
what's
rush if you
wrong.
want. You guys want to force march it?
Sure.
Alright. 14, I believe, are bears, and bears know not to fuck with you.
Spooky.
Also, Nav makes so much fucking noise, they will hear you coming and just take off. You
bears.
guys walk and sort of jog, and you don't sprint because that's just tiring, but you're like going through the wild. Sometimes you'll have to like hack a path through just due to like the ivy and vines that sort of just naturally grow, briar mostly. But eventually, ooh, why are you clicking that? Are you casting it? I can't hear you, Eric.
No, it was open on my character sheet and I was closing it.
Okay, cool.
I misclicked.
Damn. You don't want to try to feel the tyrant? Just like, tyrant, how far away are you?
Would it actually give them an accurate distance?
Up to like 1,500 miles, yeah. I'm pretty sure you're farther away than that. Okay. You guys rush. Will you be able to make it there in Todayland? Let me get my measuring tool. You guys subtracted rations for today, right?
If I can bump some.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't have any, so wow.
I'll subtract it from mine. I'll share with everyone.
Okay. Don't forget Gunther. He's eating too.
Yeah, Nab, do you need it?
No.
No, Nav doesn't
No,
need
okay.
to eat, so it's just
Alright,
going to
so
be 8
4.
pounds. Or 4 rations, excuse me.
Yeah.
I have 5 left.
You will get almost there by the end of this day. This great big lake will have to be circumnavigated because you have no way of crossing unless somebody has like a water walk. Does anyone have water walk?
No, he left us.
I do. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I thought so. You take a look at this massive, just lake, almost like, well, you can see across from it, like 20, maybe 30-ish miles overland, you see these 3 spires of just stone standing upwards, separating themselves from the natural barren brown landscape. These are 3 grayed out stone pillars that sort of cap at the end. You can't make any real detail out of them just yet, but you can see that they are very different, reminding you greatly of the, well, diorama that you saw.
I thought that the fact that they were called stone pillars were meaning mountains, but I guess not.
No, it seems quite literal in what the puzzle gave you.
For once, it wasn't a riddle.
Does the shiny, huge coin we have, the monolith on it, look kind of similar?
Not really, no. The one on the coin is, like, more rounded, on, like, the sides and, like, flat on the top. And maybe there's, like, a weird... It's reminiscent of, like, a lighthouse, almost, Yugo, rather than, like, a literal spike shooting out of the fucking ground.
Is it similar to a certain tower that we went to quickly after we met Yugu?
The Faceless Tower?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess, yeah. Seeing how it was a tower.
Right? Lighthouse? Lightning house?
Yeah,
Lightning house.
something like that. You guys, I guess, can camp once more, so go ahead and subtract rations again. 4 more.
Tiny hut. And this time I can get my short rest, so I can regain some spells, guys. Because your catnap, I regained some beforehand, but yesterday I wasn't able to
We
sleep.
get it, alright.
Wow.
I try to make small talk that no one else responds to.
You're just
Wizard
like,
stuff,
yeah,
I don't know.
that's great, honey. Thank you. So proud of you.
During the night, I need everybody. Just roll me a flat 1d20. Gunther, here's your death save.
Everybody? Or just one person?
Everyone. Who is on watch? Rip John. Is that the best we got? I think
That's
so.
Orion.
Yep.
Orion, give me a perception check as the night comes and you're like, oh, we're totally safe here in this bubble. It's night out. Nothing's gonna fuck with us.
Do, 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 do.
There it is. Okay, cool.
More bears.
No, Meager. Something much bigger than a bear shows up this night. And you will sort of, like, look up at the dome as you're awake, sitting in the dead center of it so as to not risk yourself, like, falling out and then dispelling your magical dome. You look up, and you know, the stars are gone. Except for, like, 2 that are kind of moving in front of you, and you're, like, peering out into the night, and you have dark vision. You're like, huh. And then you realize, oh, you're not staring at stars. You're looking at 2 giant fucking eyeballs that are, like, focused in on you right now. As though it can see through the barrier and is staring at you.
I wave.
You wave. Do you do anything else, Meager?
I'll kind of prepare to shake my comrades awake, but I like stay my hand just in case it's just looking and not actually going to attack us. I don't want to disturb their sleep.
That's fair. Your sleep will all be disturbed no matter what. Everyone will kind of jolt out as this ear-piercing screech of a giant bird awakens you all in the dead of night. I don't even want to make the noise or attempt to make the noise, but it is shocking, disturbing. Everyone wakes up. And then it, like, flaps its wings. You all hear the buffet of air as many of you go for weapons. And the thing just takes off into the night.
Oh, boo.
What the hell was that?
It must have been
It-
fucking huge, Meeker. Maybe even
It-
gargantuan.
It blocked the sky.
What did?
The creature, its eyes look like stars. I couldn't see it in the dark, so it probably was black. It
Was it a
was,
spirit beast?
I don't know, maybe it was flying, so
Probably
I don't,
not then.
probably not. It was a black bird from the screech alone.
Well, we are close to where we last saw it, right?
So it just came by, woke us up, and fucked off?
Yeah.
Maybe?
Oh.
It looked like he can see me.
Should
It
we
looked
move
right
the
in my
camp
eyes.
or something?
I mean, the dome is still up, right?
Yeah. It'll
And
last
it's
for
still-
another 4 showers.
And it's still dark out, right?
Yeah.
So I don't see any reason to leave. We may not be able to go back to sleep, but it seems like if it didn't get through the dome when we were all asleep, it probably won't do so when we're all awake. I don't
I'm
know
just
what that means, but
because it looks so big that it could probably have the dome in its claws. And I don't know if it can rip out the ground and still be affected. I don't know how that works.
well, my point is that if it was going to do something like that, why would it not have done it when we were asleep? If it was clearly watching you and, you know, it had ample opportunity to do whatever it wanted and try to kill us, why would it not do so while we were most vulnerable? Why would it wait to wake us all up and then leave?
Maybe it's trying to make us follow?
Was the plan in the first place, yeah?
Maybe it's an
Was it
asshole.
taking... Oh, true. It could be a wizard.
Could be a wizard flying off as a bird.
Did it take off in the air into the direction we saw the bird last?
No, not necessarily. If you mean by the sky, then definitely. But
Oh, well.
you guys can still have your short rest. If the sun sets early, then it will definitely rise later as well. So you will sleep / be in darkness before travel. So if anyone has hit dice they wish to roll, now would be the time.
Go
Which
ahead.
Hey, I got
Gunther does as
69
well.
health.
Nice. Well,
Nice.
go ahead and add your 3d6.
Gunther goes up to full. He is at 43.
Do I have to spend hit dice to gain that?
Yes.
Yeah, you have to spend at least one.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Is it worth it for 2 hit points?
Yeah, because you get one back
always
every
get
short
one.
rest. So you can spend
Oh,
one,
okay.
and then you'll get it back anyway. So it's like a free hit dice.
Then
If
now
you're-
I'll do
if you're-
that.
The only reason you wouldn't want to do that if you had like 2 or 1 hit dice left, then you might want to save it. But if you're maxed out, then there's no reason not to.
Now I'm max.
Yeah.
Thank you for pointing out.
Young has little
Good
special
on
rules 'cause
all
he
of
does
you.
long rest differently.
Thank you.
I do, yes.
Since that bird woke us up, I'm actually going to write a note, a really simple, but it's only 1 page. It's like, hello, bird. Can you let us sleep next night? I'll rip it out and just throw it outside the dome, and maybe it'll see it.
Okay. Wasting paper, but you can throw your
Littering.
biodegradable papyrus into it. The morning comes, and so long as nothing terrible happens, such as a kraken in this lake attacking you, you should make it to the base of those mountains today.
Wasn't worried about that before, but now I am.
Oh, that's
Eyes
a
to the skies,
45.
traveler.
Question mark? What's a 45?
Kraken.
Low. Okay, no.
find
You
a
will
kraken.
see and combat these, like, chicken things that are spirit beasts that don't have breath weapons, and honestly are the, like, introductory enemies. They are not a threat to you. I'm gonna hand wave the encounter. Because I can just do that and deny you guys experience, which is what I plan to do. Okay.
Wait, the baby
God.
spirit beasts are chickens? I thought it was the monkeys.
There's a lot of things that are babies. Imagine like an axe-beak roadrunner kind of thing that just like descends from the mountains, and then Nav like steps up to bat and then can one-shot both of them without even like.
Two giant angry chocobos.
They have like 30 to 36 hit points with resistance to non-magical weapons. But with you all and your magical weapons and your magic, you can kill them.
We blast cantrips at them. They die instantly.
Sneak attack plus steady aim. Literally just hitting
Yeah.
them once with a pickaxe. Yeah, it's fine. I'm not going to worry about it. And it's fucking 1d3 minus 1. Like, okay, John. Why didn't you just say 1d2? Dumb fuck. John's an idiot, guys, sometimes when he writes up these random encounter tables. Anyway.
Well, we know you do them during a crack high when you're pumping out like 50
It's true.
different documents, so...
This is as fair as well as true. You guys will circumnavigate this lake, getting to a scrap with two or one of these bird things that just attack you. You fight it off, it dies, you break its tiny little orb of a heart, and then you move on to, well, the Three Spires. You will get there towards the end of the day, but you still will have movement. Which is good, because you'll need to ascend. Let me set the scene a little bit more for you. So, you come to the centerpiece of these three stone, almost cones of just spikes, just erupting from the earth. They are several hundred feet high, perhaps even over 1,000. These are bigger than the Pillar of Authority that you see in Tolst and go to the Tyrant's Court at. They're quite intimidating, but between them all, past the lake which you have circumnavigated, there is like a central stone obelisk that just sort of shoots up. Orion, are you okay?
He's looking up.
Yeah, I'm just looking up.
Oh, okay,
Just
cool.
looking at
Pillar.
the vibes.
Yeah, it's so tall. Look at it. Look.
It's so tall,
Kind of
yes.
feel like an ant.
This pillar is surrounded by some kind of brickwork that has been done. And as you approach, you can see that there is, in the center of this obelisk, a cube that has been opened, and a little brazier has been, like, lit. And this reminds Runt specifically of his first ever interaction with one of these puzzles. But Runt, you look around, you don't see any, like... Well, you see, like, weird writing and shit, but, like... The task is complete. Someone's already, like, lit the small brazier in the cubby.
Huh.
Yeah, super weird. This stone brickwork also has, like, iconography on it. Very similar to the very first encounter you had with these things. There's like the sun, the moon, the crown, the forest, the ocean, the sky, the mountain, and this weird winding path symbol that are on each of the in eighths and going in like a circle almost around this big ass fucking pillar. Or obelisk, not pillar. The pillar's the mountain. This obelisk is only 30 feet high and has just this metal box that fits like 6 or 7 feet in the air. Like up, which is already opened.
Someone's been here recently.
I think we know who.
Yeah.
Beyond
Yep.
this like little area, maybe like 100 feet at the very base of the central pillar, there is what appears to be a staircase that is like a switchback. So it goes one way, goes another, goes the first way again, all the way to what you assume to be the top, which is currently like obscured with mist, shadow. Well, it's afternoon now, or late afternoon, so it's basically twilight for you guys. So you can't make out what's at the very top of where these stairs are.
We go, wait for our adventurous person who's already cleared the way, and wait for them to come back. Beat them up when they come out. No,
No.
sounds
Well-
like a good idea to me.
He can
We
fly,
don't-
right?
Yeah, he can. The issue is
Gabe,
if there's something down there. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, no, I was gonna say, Runt, do you know if he can transform into a bird? I know he has bird iconography, but if he can literally transform, then that might be what we've been following this whole time.
John, that bird didn't seem very Jerome-like, did it?
No, it had less of a maniacal taunting thing and more of a bestial, like, I'm an asshole bird.
Yeah.
Scraw!
I'm just a really big bird as opposed to I'm watching you because I'm an evil
Yeah.
mastermind.
Jerome's kind of sick
Yeah,
in the
that's-
head and would, like, fuck with
Yeah.
you.
Absolutely. That's what I
Well,
was
the giant
thinking.
bird is like, shield spell is the best spell.
True.
Yeah, Run's gonna shake his head at Nav and he's gonna say, I'm pretty sure that bird that we saw last night and Jerome are two different things. If he can transform into a giant bird, he hasn't done it around me, and no one that I know who has seen him has talked about such an ability.
This is true.
Okay, well that's mildly.
The two things we should
Yeah.
keep in mind, though, are he's always plotting something, so we should never leave him. If it is him down there or his minions, we shouldn't leave them to their own devices. We have to go down there and interfere. And secondly, our main objective is to get the staff back, and that staff supposedly is incredibly powerful with the powers of lightning, or the elements of lightning. So I suppose just be careful and be fast on your feet and get ready for that. Because there could just be, if they see us first, they could just shoot first. They likely will, without us even knowing.
Yep. If we get the staff and we have to jump off, I have Featherfall for it.
Sounds good.
Do
Okay,
you
that's actually
have
useful.
invisibility prepared?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
But who needs it?
I can actually go almost a pseudo-invisible in the dark now. So I probably won't need it.
Oh, you.
Yeah, my brand new cloak.
John, is there? So we have the 3 stone pillars, and that's what the stairs are climbing, crisscrossing up.
The central pillar has a switchback staircase that leads up into, assumedly, the top, or near to the top.
Where a little diorama had the cave to go in.
Mm-hmm.
But the central pillar wasn't that big, right? You said like 30 feet, 45.
No, the obelisk
Or did I-
that you were standing next to is only 30 feet. The pillar, which is basically a mountain or a spike that shoots up, is several hundred to over 1,000 feet high.
Okay. I think I conflated
Yeah.
the.
Yeah, I
obelisk
know.
and
It's yeah.
Um. Well, do we want? We still know there's the giant fucking bird, and if what Meager is saying is right, that thing can probably just swoop in and take one of us. I don't necessarily want to be trapped on a stairwell on a pillar if we know that that's around, especially at night. On top of trying to climb in the quickly coming darkness.
Can we look around for the bird to see if we can like see it or hear it anywhere around us?
Yeah, give me some perception checks. You would have seen it, like, coming and going throughout the day, but where its current location is hidden. Yugu.
Don't forget Gunther. He's looking for this bird.
He is the perception one.
That's fair. He is perceptive.
I think his
Perception.
passive like 20 something.
It's 23,
It's like
yeah.
19.
Oh yeah, Gunther totally sees the bird. Yugu then follows after. Seen on the central pillar, the bird is just roosting towards the top. The very top. He goes like, oh! Look at that big boy. Such a big boy. What a big boy. Bet I
What a
could
big
ride it.
boy.
I could ride it. We should get a saddle. He mentions... I don't know what he'd actually say.
It's just roosting. So there's a fair chance that it may come after us. But if we're quiet, Nav, then
Does
we may just be
anybody
able to.
remember the poem you guys read 7 days ago?
Oh, let me check my notes to see if I remember.
I
wrote it
John
down.
didn't type it out.
I know
I'm
Meteor
so
wrote it
sorry.
down.
You lost it after you wrote it down. now, did you, Orion, write it down?
I do not have the ability to type that fast.
Damn. Get fucked, I guess.
Yeah. Oh, we banking it all on John.
Uh-oh.
Did not write down enough either. No,
Damn.
I cannot.
I did not. I heard that some other people were writing it down. And I was like, okay, cool. I'm not part of this. I will
I
not write
got
it down.
like 60% of it, and I don't see anything that references a bird.
Don't worry
No,
about the bird part. Just read it. Just
I'll
read
just,
out what you have, and I might be able to piece the rest together.
Wait, hang on. Is this even the right poem?
Probably. Maybe. Maybe
No,
not.
probably not. Because it says, "Go be free from shelter of shadow, seek the foe in day. Our enemies are many, our blood shall wane." I think this is like
Yeah,
No,
that's
that
old.
sounds like the right one.
ago.
No, that's old. I'm looking at it right
many
now.
sessions ago.
It's super old.
I think that was the word pillar.
Yeah. I guess I'll give our poet here some kind of performance check to see if he can remember the rhyme.
Thank you.
Come on, Bard.
Performance? Easy, easy.
Yeah.
Oh, actually easy.
Easy.
You know, it's... You heard it once, and it was read by a wizard who has now lost it, because John likes to punish his players for not taking proper notes and relying on me to give them information that I already gave them. So you basically get the gist that, like, okay, we go to this mountain, something, something, dead people are there, something, something, noontime,
That's right.
something, something, I have a friend that squawks, and to listen to that thing's warning, and then you'll find
that's
the
right.
dead
We
people.
need to. There's gonna be a crow or a raven or something that crows at the midday, and we have to follow it. That's what the poem was. Remember last week we were talking about like, oh yeah,
Oh, yeah,
'cause
yeah,
we
yeah.
thought it was the three mountains, and it was, oh, there's gonna
Three
be some
pillars.
sort of bird. Yeah, the 3 pillars we thought were the 3 mountains near Sanctuary, and we were gonna go there and wait for the bird to squawk at midday, and then we were gonna follow it and see where it takes us. And that was
I forgot almost entirely because we had to have Meager recite it, and he is kind of lacking
yeah.
in the
Mhm.
performing arts.
maybe that's why it takes him so long to
True.
learn new spells.
Well,
Maybe.
because I'm used to like methodical, like saying one word at a time and not like rhyming. To remember,
Need to add some theatrics into your manipulation. It's good for you, yeah.
is it a certain place we're supposed to stay before on midday that we're supposed to meet him? Like in between which pillars? Was it like the south two?
Was just to wait for him, and then at the noontime, our friend, I guess the bird, he will squawk and lead us the way.
What if the bird lands on the obelisk, which is why it's here? This is like our starting point, like our waiting point, and we wait for it, and then we stay here because Ron's gonna look around. Are there any trees around here, like near, like in the immediate vicinity?
No, it's cleared land. You're basically in a field
Yeah.
right now.
Okay, that's what I thought. He's just gonna be like, I don't see any other place for a bird to just hang out, so we should just wait for midday next to the obelisk and see what happens.
Then should we not climb the stairs?
I mean, we might, but just not right now. If midday happens and nothing special happens, then we can do the invisibility on the stairs thing. But it might
Okay.
probably won't hurt to wait.
But we have to
Are
make
you
sure
sure it
that
won't hurt to wait, Runt?
It does hurt him to wait, but he's trying to reassure the rest of the group.
Are you sure it doesn't hurt everyone to wait? Aren't you, like, trying to chase down someone who is also trying to complete all these puzzles?
I
how do we
am?
know that Rome didn't just do that today and then he followed?
On a meta
And-
level,
No.
do you think John is going to let you just wait here? If Jerome is currently and actively pursuing all of the puzzles?
Probably not.
Then what's your
Is
call?
that a hint, Google?
Oh no, I don't know. It could be anything, guys. I'm just trying to get all your options out on the table.
Can
Do you
I,
guys
like,
want to play it
wave
safe
at the
and bide
bird?
your time and potentially risk somebody else taking your magical shit and quest objective? Letting you fail a quest? Or are you going to go
Maybe
now and
first.
potentially risk a mountain in the dark? Oh man,
Forget the
it's like
flowers.
I've given you a dilemma and now you must choose the worst of two evils. What are you going to
Maybe the
do,
stairway
guys?
only appeared because Rome followed the instructions.
Shit.
We can
Maybe.
follow the instructions too. I want to wave at the bird, though, to see if it sees me seeing it.
Bro, it's over 1,000 feet in the air. You would not be able
And
to
just,
tell
like,
if it sees you
roosting.
seeing it.
Ron's
I
gonna let
believe-
out a huge sigh. Go ahead, Meager.
We can vote for it.
You can vote. but I'm
Hunter
sticking
slaps
around.
Meager in the face and says, "We are highly educated men and soldiers. We will make the best decision we can with the information we have." And then he
Where are your
kisses you on the
sunglasses?
forehead.
Oh, okay.
There we go. Here are my sunglasses. Have none of you seen, like, Sunshine? The movie? Or
Nope.
Starshine?
Nope.
Fuck.
Well, we played it safe once before, and I regretted it. Let's not do the same mistake twice. Considering stakes, and considering what danger it might put us in, I say we just have to go full send it, no stop, rush B, right down mid.
Probably it.
Probably
I will
it.
say,
Okay.
if our bird guardian is of any intelligence, I can give it a speech, maybe try to soothe some sore spots. Tell him we're not gonna fuck with him, so maybe it doesn't fuck with us. If it, looks like it's gonna swoop down and snatch us up.
That is a great idea. Let's keep talking about it while we go up the stairs.
Yeah. Who needs to be invisible? Who wants to be invisible?
The giant. Actually, I feel like
Hugo.
Nav shouldn't. I feel like Nav should. I feel like Meager and Yugu need to be
Yep.
invisible, and then and maybe also Kunther. You caster boys, because us two can probably dodge and weave if we get attacked, and even if I can't, it's no real problem if I take a few hits. If you guys take hits, it's gonna hurt more.
What level do you want to cast this spell at, Miga?
I
forget,
will
you have
blink for a
to-
second.
Climb a mountain, and that's gonna eat
It's
some
gonna take-
time.
Yeah, the spell lasts an hour, right?
Yeah.
So it might be best to decide now who we're gonna cast it on, then do our marching order like that. So, like for example, Kunther, like Meager can be in the way back, or Yugu in the way back, then Kunther, then Meager, so that way they're right next to each other. So you guys can all cast invisibility together. Then me and Nav in the front, and then if and when we get attacked, that's when you cast invisibility.
Okay, yeah, that works. I'll
Just so
upcast
you
it
know.
at 4th level.
Not yet.
Yeah, of course. I'll do it when we either get past that
Fuck our
foggy
shit
layer
up.
or
Fourth
Do you have
level?
invisibility, Yugu?
Holy fuck.
Do you have invisibility?
I do not. Only the greater
Oh,
form.
okay. Okay.
Okay. It sounds like you guys have a plan.
Yep.
You follow through? Or do you wait?
Follow through.
Up
Send
the
it.
mountain we
Yep.
go.
We're sending it. Up the mountain people tread. It looks like Eric's eating, though. And I want to point that out to everyone, that he's eating on stream. What a nerd. What a nerd.
Unprofessional.
He can't
end of
talk
the
back.
night.
None of us have
Yeah.
ever eaten on stream.
Exactly. None of us.
Wow.
End of the night, we all will be dead.
What do you mean?
Uh,
I'm one of those creepy streamers who eats food on stream so people don't feel lonely in their lonely lives.
ASMR eating stream? When?
ASMR? Pog?
Yeah.
You guys start heading up the mountain. The staircase is wide, so many people can stand shoulder to shoulder and climb together. But also there's several hundred, several thousand steps that you will have to climb, and it is a slog. John's just gonna roll some dice. Just roll some dice. Rolling dice. Dice rolling. That's 3 17s in a row. This thing is super
Nice.
weighted. It does not take you long at all to clamber up this mountain. At least an hour, but still, you make it up to the very top, where you find a outcropping of worked stone that sort of juts out in a ledge over this rather sharp drop. You will see this, like, as you're coming up to it. So at one point, you'll be like, holy fuck, my thighs are burning. Many of my less athletic soldiers here will feel the burn, feel the pain. Undoubtedly, doing an hour of burpees would be better than this, you think to yourselves as you scramble with speed. But eventually you will see maybe like 30 feet down and away from this outcropping. You will, one, see the giant bird, which is roosting atop a door, which is, think the Mines of Moria elf entrance, where it's like a stone door that's only truly visible at a certain angle, which has apparently already been made. So maybe you wouldn't see this normally, even at like equal elevation, but further away. Next to this door, there is a seeming groove of water that has just been collecting. as well as on the very edge of this pillar, facing the door, is a statue of what appears to be some sort of humanoid that is maybe 12, 15 feet tall, that holds a sword within its hands and is like glowering, I suppose, menacing the door. This outstretches maybe like 40 feet long and is like almost leaf shape in a way. So it's like curved on the sides and then leads into the mountain.
Is the statue Ulathaean looking?
Yeah, that's a safe assumption. You'll have to get closer to get more detail out of it, but yeah, there's a bird. It's clearly looking at you, not moving away from its little roost.
Hey, Yugu, you want to try that talkie thing now?
Yeah, that sounds like a pretty good idea. I'm gonna use... Hang on. How do I...
Oh, wait.
My gloves, the 1 month ability.
Who has more than 15 passive perception?
Gunther does.
Is Gunther
Yeah, Gunther.
it? Just Gunther?
Believe so.
Yep.
Gunther calls out, I can hear music reverberating through the stone. I hear some hands clapping. And then the music comes back.
Oh, they are
Okay.
definitely in there already, yeah?
If the bird tries to stop us, then talk to it. Let's go.
Yep.
Come on.
If the bird gets off its roost, I'm gonna use my ability and start trying to make him not fuck us.
Okay, you guys get on the platform and are immediately squat at. And all of you, like, pause in your, like, running as soon as you hit, like, level ground. This thing is watching you. Its wings are positioned right next to the door. And, well, it's a gargantuan monster. Its wingspan is maybe 120 feet wide. It is fucking massive.
I don't know how to activate it, but I will just start campaigning to the bird. Hello, good giant bird person. We are here. I do not know if you know the people who have gone in here before us. They are foul beings. They are trying to desecrate this place. We come with the blessing of Uletta to come and save this place. Just know, no matter what happens, we are here to protect this place. The people you have led in beforehand are definitely desecrating it somehow.
You call out this message to this bird. I thought you had, like, speak with animals.
Nope, I'm using my gloves.
You're using your gloves. Very
I also
nice.
thought you had to speak with animals.
Yeah.
Why would I speak with animals? They're dumb.
Can you talk like that for the rest of the campaign? That sounded sick as fuck.
How did you do that?
He was holding his fucking
you never
breath.
had someone talk to you with the fattest hit in their mouth?
No, but I have
I don't-
had somebody talk to me when they were inhaling for the entire sentence. And I've been trying
What
to
do
replicate.
you mean?
I don't know. It hurts my throat.
Hello, how are you
What
doing?
do you mean?
Hang on.
No, you're not inhaling, Meager. You're just talking with your throat.
No, I'm not. I'm inhaling while
There we
talking.
go. Inhale
Is that, like,
faster.
reverse speech?
And then you got it.
Hail, master.
No.
Ugh.
Okay.
Beep,
Anyway.
boop, beep.
Yeah.
Does it have an intelligence over 8? That's really
Yep.
the important part.
If it does not move in a way that indicates, like, oh yes, good sir, come on into my magic. Like, what are you expecting? It's a guardian. It's not just gonna fucking listen to you, right? It's here on a job,
expect it
clearly.
To hear me, understand we have no ill intent, and clearly I'm so persuasive. God, it'll just let us in.
Okay,
Okay.
hear me out. Run's gonna, like, conspiratorially group, like, huddle up. Say, okay, hear me out. What if we attack it, and then it tries to attack us, and when it tries to attack us, it's gonna leave the door, and then we book it into the door when it tries to defend itself.
Ah.
The big ass bird.
Mm-hmm.
You want to try and outspeed the big ass bird
Uh-huh.
That's right
with
next
those
to the
two
door.
shrimps.
Uh-huh.
Oh, shit!
Listen, you come up with a better plan, and I will gladly go along with it.
Yeah, I have one, and I'm ashamed of you that you didn't think it. It's really simple.
Please
We
don't
kill
shoot
it.
the bird. Oh, God.
I don't think we can. It's
Okay, no, I'm down for that.
no. How about we walk forward and every time it squats, we stop, and that's it. Us following its warning,
You want to do
and
red
then
light,
keep
green light with the
going.
giant bird?
Yeah,
Sure, we have to get up close to hit it anyway.
Okay.
I'm gonna take out my bow. I'm not knocking an arrow. It's just like, it's just out. It's just there.
Are you on the platform itself, or are you still on the stairs?
I thought you said that we were on the platform, and that's what
Well,
it's
the
called.
first person who got to it. You don't necessarily have to be on the platform. I'm
Oh.
giving you an option here, Runt.
I'll get on the platform.
Okay. It immediately squawks at you as soon as your bow is drawn. It is a buffeting, roaring thing. You feel that if it squawked any louder, you'd have to make a strength check or fall off the ledge. Hint, hint. Breath weapon. Hint, hint.
I understand.
Okay. Just checking.
I will step back from the platform,
Yeah.
and I will knock an arrow.
Okay. You knock an arrow.
no.
I'm gonna say, so, what are we doing? I'm with Nav on killing the bird. What do you guys want to do? Is this time
We
for
do not
Mr.
make aggressive. Let's not make aggressive things.
I will
Put away
read
our
you
weapons and
the last line one more time, because it has been a week, and although you guys have the VOD and access to it, you will not do that mid-session, and I understand. So, it says, listen to his being the friend that squawks, warning in peace, only then will you find the deceased. And
That's
that is
why
the
I
last
thought,
hint that
yeah.
I am giving you guys. Whatever happens
Finding
now
it
is on
a
you.
bad idea.
that's why I thought something about peace, and that's why I was like, don't. How about for once we just walk towards it and not try
You know, yeah,
to
I
do
already
anything
gave
with
it
our weapons?
my speech. I assume it knows. I'm just gonna walk to the door and try and
Alright,
open it somehow.
I'll take a step back as he walks forward.
I
I'll
want to
take
go
the
with you,
arrow.
Yugu.
I'll sheath the arrow, but the bow is still out.
I'll
Okay.
put my hand out for Gunther so that he will follow us. as
Yeah,
the
Gunther
three
has
Easy
no
change
problem
in
with this.
facility.
He doesn't even have, like, anything. He honestly
And
does not
hide.
have a weapon. He only, in his, like, attacks and spell casting, there's Cure Wounds, Healing Word, Prayer of Healing, Mass Healing Word, Life Transference, Cure Wounds.
Jesus Christ.
He actually have a healing spell?
Yeah, he doesn't have a
Yeah.
weapon on his character sheet at all.
He can throw hands though. I told him to punch that demon bird earlier.
So, when Gunther and Yugu step up, the
Hey,
bird will let out this weird cooing noise. Yugu, what weapons do you have, as well as you, Meager?
I have a +1 spear and a couple darts.
Okay. And you, Meager?
I have my wand that counts.
Yes, arcane focuses always count.
And my
Including-
life, my arcane
okay.
focus, yeah.
Cool. None of them are drawn right now, but as you guys step forward, this weird, almost song that comes from the weird bird call will begin to more or less translate into your minds. This weird form of sonic telepathy. The sensation of no sort of harming can be allowed here will sort of come into your thought processes as you look at this pool of water you can see that there are some weapons just hanging out. Not, well, just underneath water in this little pool. You see what appears to be like 2 big spears, as well as, like, weird gauntlets that seem to be, like, talon-like.
I'll go ahead, take my spear and the darts, and drop them in the water too, and look at the bird.
It looks at you expectingly.
Okay, yeah.
I put up my wand like this.
It looks at you expectingly. You all know that arcane focuses are considered weapons in this world. This is not new. Everybody
But
knows what an
Jerome's-
arcane focus is and does.
The
Everyone.
staff is not.
Yeah.
The staff is not in here though, right?
No, it's not.
Alright, I'm putting it in.
Okay.
Oh,
It sinks below the waves.
I should have kept my speech. I'll throw my lyre in it. 1 tier for my instrument.
It goes beneath the waves. And it does. There is a slight little wave going on whenever you disturb this thing. As though the representation of conflict is only within the pool.
Rod's gonna sling the bow over his shoulder and look at Nav and say, if anything happens in there, it's gonna be all on you. You know, to do your thing with the whole whoosh 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 whoosh.
Nav is like, he's just facing the spire wall and he's lightly beating his head against it. And he's like, that's assuming it will even work, as he sighs deeply. No weapon in hand, and starts to walk up to the pool.
You are immediately scrawled at the moment you step onto the platform, Nav.
Nose.
I think
Does it
wants
keep
you to
doing it, or
summon
is
the
it a
Yeah,
single?
if you take a step, it will begin to, like, work against you and stop you from approaching. It seems to know what you are. Specifically, a murder cultist?
Oh.
It knows what an Alventory is, and assumes you as one of them.
So you think
Doesn't
you're stuck
like
out
me.
here?
Yeah, probably. Hey, we have somebody
Okay.
watching the exit if they try to do some bullshit.
This is
Yeah,
true.
can you...
True.
I hate... Can you watch my instrument? I really do like it. It was a gift from my mom, and I didn't want it to get wet. I know the bird won't let you have it, and I'm afraid to touch it now. But, you know, if someone comes, don't let them steal it.
I will literally keep an eye on it.
Thank you.
Run with the shoulder, or with his bow slung across his shoulder, is gonna slowly walk forward until he reaches the pool.
You have that little cooing thing of like, oh, put your weapons in my magical pool. I dare you.
Without breaking eye contact with the bird, he's just gonna unsling the bow. He's gonna put it in the pool. He's gonna slowly take off his quiver and put it in the pool.
Okay.
And then he's gonna slowly get up. Actually, let me check what weapons I have. Because I have
Yeah,
a
6
fucking
more
lot of them.
daggers.
I will expedite this process and tell you that it has true sight and knows if you have weapons on. If
Okay.
it literally sees through a dome. This is its one job, Runt.
Will it be mad at me if I have Kevin with me?
No.
Because Kevin isn't a weapon, he's just...
Kevin is not a weapon. Unless Kevin can cast Catapult. In which case, it would care. But I don't think it cares.
He cannot, so it does not.
Okay. You're a rogue without a
Okay.
weapon. What good are you? You have a hand crossbow? What the fuck?
I used to. I don't think I have it anymore.
Oh,
If it's
okay.
grayed out, I don't have it on my That's how I do it.
Why don't you
It's grayed
delete
out,
it?
I don't have it. Because there's recurable stuff. Like, for example, the 10-foot pole. Like, sometimes I have it, and also if it's like, yeah, I leave this stuff at toll store, I leave this stuff on the airship. I gray it out, so I know that I still have it close by. So I don't have to constantly add stuff, but it's what I know that I own it, but it's
Okay.
not with me.
I gray out weapons like the darts. I actually don't remember if I had any on me or not, but it keeps the weapon attack if you keep it in your inventory.
Yeah.
Can I look at the statue and see if there's any spider webs on it?
Spider webs?
Yeah.
There are not, no. There's
Alright,
some writing,
we're
though.
trying.
It's got a little bit of writing on it, just at the very base of it. And as
Guys,
you
there's
approach
writing
it,
on
you
here.
you feel like the statue's watching you, Meeker. Like its eyes are just fixated on you. It looks menacing. Like you're fucking looking at some kind of war god. It's about to fucking stab you with its stone statue sword.
Please don't stab me.
Yeah.
Should I comprehend languages or should we go in?
I
I
would like to
think
not
we
waste
have
any more
time.
time.
Oh, before you get rid of your finesse longsword, I want to look at it enough that I could replicate it. Please, thank you.
I guess he'll just stand there under the pool, be like, "Yeah, look at my sword. Isn't it cool?
Oh, it's very well
Have you looked
made,
at
yeah.
it for 60 seconds? All right, cool." Puts it in pool.
Cool. You put it in the pool, where you will not be able to get in until the end of this campaign. Alright. All of your weapons are gone forever! Okay, so Nav's staying outside. Oh, fuck. Would Kunter leave Nav alone?
I don't know. We knew him
Yes.
for like 2 sessions. We don't actually. know
Yeah,
his character super well.
Kunter looks at the one guy who's being left out as Nav slowly, like, does the sad, sits on, like, the last step and yelled at by a bird. And he's like, he has to make a decision.
How far away is everybody?
Like 30
From
feet.
Nav. Okay, then everybody, like, the entire time Runt
Oh.
was, like,
Probably
doing
farther,
his
though.
walk, everybody can just hear Nav be, like, talking to the bird, being like, this is fucking bullshit. He's killed more people than I have.
Squirrel!
That's
That
true.
guy's killed kids!
I've killed more children than everyone here combined.
Is there like a questioning call?
It seems indifferent to such a statement. But Kunter rolls his luck die of a natural 20 and will stay with Nav. Because he's not that heartless to leave Nav alone out here in the dark of some weird unknown thing. And wishes the three of you good luck.
Well,
Nav is gonna try and talk him out of it. Or, like, encourage him to join the others.
But what if something happens?
Wouldn't be the first time.
We
Oh,
won't be
yeah.
able, only
Come
I'll
on.
be able to hear you. Maybe.
Come on, look at them. They need you more than I do.
Runt looks so sad without any of his weapons. He's like a.
That
he
one
looks so
in
innocent and
particular
They're three
needs you to be his
competent,
moral compass.
two competent. They got Yugu, he says.
I think you're making my point.
Kunter will stay with you, Nav. Because John was a man set in his ways. And we have to respect that. You three may enter, so long as you're not pulling a sneaky, like, oh, I didn't secretly remove my 4th dagger. Or,
I mean,
I
if I was gonna
actually
do
have
that,
2 arcane focuses, John.
If I was going to do that, I would have simply told you that I'm attempting to hide the dagger. I'm
I
not
know.
that much of a little shit.
I was going to try to find a spider web so I can cast a web while we're in there, but
Yeah, I understand.
I'm just gonna say this, like, meta, don't worry, I can create arcane focus or a weapon for you.
This is true. Yuku is a man
Probably a
of
weapon.
creation.
Yeah, I can
So,
only
Probably
make one
weapons to
object.
run.
So
we're
I'm
going to
probably
take a
gonna get both
break
the weapons.
as John talks over the metagaming. And when we come back, we'll see what's on the other side of that door. So, we'll be back, everybody. Oh, wow. Hello, everybody. We are back with our team. Nav, you are left behind, and Gunther stays with you, no matter how much you try to argue with him. Let me go ahead and put on some music that you hear, guys. As John busts out this newest track that he will hopefully not get DMCA'd for, even though he was promised it was licenseless or without license and free to use. Okay, you enter this grand antechamber where you find some like chairs. Well, who's been to like a opera theater or has seen one depicted in some sort of media? Okay, you just
Real
find
life
this
or as characters?
wide either or, I don't care. This is basically what you're gonna like see. On the walls, they are like etched out of marble in these very smooth, flowing, artistic, stylized, just landscapes. No real portraits, but it's just like, oh, we're in like some weird theater area. You see like on your left side's a super pretty everything, and on your right side as you enter these two stone doors is like the comically evil and treacherous looking landscapes between like homesteads and towns and villages, and then like the ocean and then mountains. Ooh, scary and pretty forests. They're all very cutesy. In the dead center of this room, now let's start, we'll work our way out from in, or out to in. Next to these wall landscapes, we'll just keep calling them, you will find like chairs or benches really where people could like have a seat and like discuss or speak about what they've just seen, or just calm down and sit. It's very relaxing, and this place could probably fit like maybe 300 to 400 people quite easily. In the dead center of this room is like the main art piece, and this is what catches your attention. Shooting from the floor, so not even attached to the floor or held on like a stand, is a beacon that sits upon like a 20-foot tall pillar and then like becomes a bowl. Very similar to like the Olympics beacon. There is a great roaring fire which is illuminating in several colors, from magentas, cyans, yellows, pinks, all sorts of colors that just cast the room into an ever-flowing changing of light. It is a very unique atmosphere that you all have wandered into. It's not like the grim, dark shadows of the other temples, the pervasiveness of monocolor and gray and just awfulness. This room is filled with color and light. And inside this flame, untouched by the heat that you can somewhat feel as you approach to get a better look, is a scroll. One that reminds you of the one you first found, which started this quest. Undoubtedly, that is the reason why you're here. The question now is, how do you get it? And as you look at the other door, where you can hear like a faint echo of music coming from, a muffled performance, and then the applause as it ends, before suddenly resuming as if an unasked for encore has been just delivered. What do you do?
Look around first. Does it look like anyone's hiding around here?
No.
Obviously, other people are in here. No?
There is a plaque, we'll call it, next to the door that leads further in to this temple, shrine, theater. But you don't see anything like No sentries, no, like, humanoid statues, no big fucking birds staring down at you through a one-way mirror.
And just so I'm sure, the scroll is on top of the beacon.
It is within the fire of the beacon
Okay.
itself.
Yeah. Well, we can go crash the party, as it were, to see who's behind door number 1.
Once one of the times they shut off and everyone claps, I'm going to clap with it.
Yeah, you're not in that room yet, so you just start clapping a lot.
Yeah.
Just
look at you
practicing
like,
your clapping. Hell yeah.
What do you? Whatever, Meeker.
Oh no, yeah,
I
yeah,
don't know.
yeah.
Maybe
yeah.
it's like, yeah,
I'm gonna
maybe
run
it's
up
like
onto the stage and then take a
Yugu.
bow when he claps.
This performance, Yugu, I want you to roll me an insight check. And you specifically only because you're a bard.
Oh.
Yugu, this is some, like, ancient classical shit that you've never heard before. And isn't like... Are you, like, a naturally taught musician? Did you, like, teach yourself, or were you, like, instructed?
I was instructed, yeah.
Okay.
My mom, she taught
Do you
me
have,
how
like,
to play.
a specific style in your mind of, like, what Yugu performs normally? Because he has a lute, which is like a string instrument, but you can flavor that kind of however you want.
I would guess any classical string stuff. Hang on, let me check the proficiencies. I have the stringed instruments. I basically, lute, lyre, viol, so probably more
So yeah,
standard pattern stuff.
this is like unmodern, and your teacher did not teach you anything related to this at all. But even with a natural one, you can, like, everyone in the room, like, kind of gets a feeling of just like, oh, this is, like, passionate. Because there's always, this isn't like a recording or anything. Someone behind those doors is playing.
Obviously, whoever is in here can't have weapons like us. Maybe it is not a terrible idea just to join in the show. You know?
Yeah, that's true. Because I still have like defensive spells, I'm thinking that I should go first. That would you go with you, Brent?
I'm not sure what to do at this point. I don't. Go ahead. I'm gonna stay by Yugu in case we need a weapon to be made.
Actually, are there any loose objects in this room I can carry with me?
Loose objects?
Just honestly, something I could use my animating performance on, right? I don't want to throw my dibs down and then make it a weapon so they break my dibs. It could be.
I think you may be forced to do that. John didn't put any furniture in this room. I mean, can you carry a stone bench? Like,
no, God.
Like, that's basically all I kind of drew here. Like, place where people can sit.
Okay. I guess I'm gonna have my bedroll fighting people if we have to.
Hell yeah. Suddenly, a sleeping bag attacks you.
Yeah, alright, bud.
Yeah, you walk up to doors very similar to the, like, design of the ones you just entered, but these are made out of, like, a insulating heavy wood. They're maybe, like, 7 or 8 inches, like, thick. That's how heavy this door is. And you... Well, I mean, someone can take a glance at the Ulathaean, like, bronze/brass/copper yellow plaque next to the door. But basically you see, like, the universal sign of, like, quiet, please. Just, like, a humanoid face with a finger in front of their, nose and mouth. So you assume it's like, hey, don't fucking be loud. You crack open the door and you begin to just like clearly hear this music. And it is dark in here. There's only one single light source, and this room is rather big, teardrop shaped as well. So the further in you go, the wider it begins to get. Clearly some sort of stage. What's weird is that rather than like a stage at a far end and then like, you know, everyone's seated in front of it, it's a full-on semicircle of seating arrangements that just go from like almost as soon as you get in the like small hallway or like area before it begins to widen up and up and up, and you see in the darkness, even Runt with his dim vision that this one light is allowing him to have, spectral shapes sitting down on big, just an arraignment of chairs, from like low class, like super peasant tier bench to, and working your way further and further back and up to the rich, more expensive, like hoity-toity-toity elite chairs for people. Lounge chases, all sorts of just furniture has been acquired. And close to the bottom, being shown a spotlight on in the central culvert, the divot in the room itself, there is a stage where you can see a pale figure from like head to waistcoat, before he's wearing some sort of like black pants, performing. There's a bundle of what looks to be some kind of scale mail at the ground floor, and these two big bird guys holding instruments that they're trying to play. And the guy in the center is doing a fucking phenomenal job, Yugu. Like, he is a natural artist, playing some sort of string instrument as well to the specters who watch the show. But his, like, companions aren't doing that well.
Are these instruments reminiscent of the one we found?
No. They're not. It's like a proto-violin that he's using. Very similar to the thing you have been taught to use before. And like, this dude is one man carrying this show, but every time he begins to get applause, he ceases. And points at his two friends and like motions them to do better. And then he goes again. And again. For minutes on end, you will watch a variation of the same performance as these two scrubs continuously try to keep up with their leader, their magnet here.
Mr. Bunt, do you see Jerome in here?
Is that
Anywhere?
Jerome playing the instrument?
Give me a charisma check, Ron.
Okay.
But it's probably
I
Jerome.
think it's... Yeah, I think I was
I don't
thinking
think
it was
you
him.
actually need this check. This is just me asking for needless dice roll.
Yeah.
Runt, he's missing his feathered cowl and his grimace. His face is not nearly as malicious right now. Rather, he is a focused, very clearly almost humanoid, rather than a demon spawned from hell. And you see him sweating, which is something you're pretty sure he just wouldn't do. You just get that feeling like everything is like calm for this guy. But right now, he is trying and probably has been busting his ass for unknown amounts of hours or even a day. Like, you were potentially 4 days behind him, but there was also this weird time dilation, so you're not sure truly how long he's been here. Could only be like 1 day, and you were like right on his ass this entire time, or he could be here potentially more than a week doing this.
Runt's gonna look over to Yugu and say, how well do you think you could do a solo performance?
I will be honest with you, I've never performed in front of the crowd before, but
Oh,
if it is just to
no.
play, I will kill it every time, yeah?
Run's gonna start looking around for instruments that Yuga can play.
You don't find any unless you're carrying one.
I think we should go to the stage and take over. It's not like they can fight us here. And at least confront them. Because if they attack us, then they'll probably get kicked out. Hopefully.
Run shrugs and starts to walk towards the stage.
Yeah, you pass through these, like, the row of stairs. And it's not just, like, a straight shot to the stage. You have to, like, go about this winding, almost maze-like path to get there. Unless you hurdle seats. If you hurdle seats, you can expedite this process greatly. But, I assume you're trying to be somewhat stealthy so that this character does not immediately see you.
That is correct.
And in the shadows, you are more or less invisible to him right now, as he continues to perform for his very life, it appears. Yugu, you have never seen such a almost desperate performance. And the frustration that he is having with his two companions or escorts is increasing his just almost fury as he is trying to perform so well, even though he's getting uproarious spectral applause every single performance that he is doing.
Actually, do all of these specters, I assume they look Ulathain. Are all of them that style?
Yes. Every single one of them. If you want, you can give me a charisma check to try to make out differences. Otherwise, you know, we can flash forward to you guys at the bottom.
Yeah. Away we go.
Okay.
Away we go.
You make it eventually to the bottom of the stage. You are in the very pit itself, obscured in almost complete darkness. You are staring up at this small ladder which leads to the stage itself, the central light illuminating, glistening sweat and making skin seem so much more luminous. And you see a little guy who is standing next to it. Not bird-like, semi-Ulathaean, semi-statuesque, who has a little stone tablet in his hands.
I'm gonna go up to him.
Yeah. Hello there, friend. Could I?
Unblinking, he flips the tablet and allows someone to write their name with a little stencil made out of some kind of chalk. Above it, you can see some terrible oh, fuck! You look away immediately, having been blinded by the foul language you had just snipped. But you're fairly certain this is what Jerome's name looks like.
Go ahead and put your name down, Yugu.
Yeah, I would really like to get Jerome's real name as well, if we could do that somehow.
I can
will
work
take
on
some
that while
chalk,
you
right.
perform.
Yeah. Right, you go kind of shittily because I can't look at the tablet while I write.
Okay. You write your name, and as the applause thunders once more, the light will disappear, and you will look around. Dimmer lights on the walls will begin to illuminate. Torches, continual light stones that are dim in nature, will lead to an empty, chamber. The ghosts are gone. The spirits no longer spectate. But Jerome and his two bird guardians let out some squawks. And then you hear a very human voice cry out, "So! I am interrupted." Runt, you look up at the black void orbs that are Jerome's eyes as he stares down upon you. His viola now gone, and his feather cloak / coats being put upon his skin. You see his fingered, talons are gone. You remember there being only, like, bone stretching out from the indentations of his knuckles, his mid-knuckles. Those are now gone. He has fingers now, very lithe and still nailed, but not nearly as, like, I can rip somebody's, like, throat open with these. He looks, human-ish. Ulathaean-ish. He's like this weird mutant in this light.
Ron's just gonna walk forward and say, "Is it just me, or have you gotten uglier since I last saw you?"
I see your mouth isn't still as cute as your little face. I see you have more buttons. Is that you, little runt? He cries out, and then, like, the two menacing, much bigger and larger bird people begin to seeming to speak with themselves, clearly wondering if they should, like, pounce upon you at the high ground.
Ron's gonna go up the ladder.
No, it's Yu is.
Oh,
Oh,
so
yeah.
you are my challenger, Runt. An artist! I did not think you were. By all means, climb up. Join me, he says.
As he climbs up, he's gonna motion back to you, like, "Come on."
Yeah, I'll follow him.
Yeah, Jerome makes
And
room
then
for
Runt's
you, even.
And Ron's gonna take a smile and say, "No, but I am an appreciative friend of the arts." And he's gonna look again towards Yugu and say, "And I know that there's someone far superior to you."
I highly doubt that. Also, you still stink of sewer and desperation for your parents' approval, who you will never meet.
He shrugs.
Yeah.
And you're just a bird.
It still stings, Runt. You think to yourself, fuck. Am I doing that?
I'm sorry, Mr. Jerome, I think it is. I did hear you playing, and I do think I am better. It was quite lackluster. No heart was put into it. You were just playing.
No heart, huh? How very cute, he says, looking at you, Yugu. And what, pray tell, are you? There's like a small moment of like recognition on his face, Yugu. Oh. Well, aren't you the cutest little mutant I've ever seen?
Hey.
Yugu, he begins to touch your scales on your face, and it is the most clinging, like, oh, fuck, what the hell, kind of moment in your life.
My cheeks.
Yes, he rubs, like, one scale particular, and then licks his thumb. Are you fresh or salt water?
Mostly, I don't like the salt. It doesn't taste good.
That's creepy.
Oh,
Yes,
who is this one down below in the shadows? Do you have the courage to perform as well?
Wait, Ren, are you performing? Wait, was that the plan?
Ron just kind of shrugs. I was gonna
I'll
let
step
him
up.
look down on me.
Okay, I'll step up.
Battle of the bands! Battle of the bands! Battle of the bands!
Fishred Bayol!
As you three match his three, he looks upon you. Judging. Gazing upon Meager specifically. Meager, how easy is it to intimidate you? Because at one point you charge gun rats who have miniguns strapped to their arms, like you don't give a fuck about your life, and on the other hand, you are bullied incessantly by your team. So, you tell me.
Yeah, so, they're on my side. They have authority over me, but I am not going to give in to just the random pressure, and that will kind of make me explode and go the opposite way.
Yeah.
So if I considered you as on my side, then you have power over me. Mostly.
He's the enemy.
He is an
He's
enemy.
Jerome.
He looks at you for a very long time, Meager, and you're wondering if he's about to touch your skin. And then his face kind of twinges with pity. And you're like, oh fuck. Did I just get pitied by an enemy? A fucking demon is pitying me? Oh my god. Runt.
I'm sorry,
Meager.
Jerome, right? It was Jerome, right?
Yes! I am Jerome! King
sorry.
of the Gnomes.
No, you are not. You are king of nothing.
Speak to any gnome. They'd call me king. I need not justify myself to you, you little bogan follower. Ooh. Ooh. He, like, does a weird little dance. Like, oh, you think you're so cool because you worship the sky. Isn't that neat?
And it's just kind of raising an eyebrow.
You can't
looking
even
very
fly,
hard.
can you? How pathetic.
I have, in fact, flown. Many
Oh,
a time.
wow. You've flown many a time. Aren't you cute now that you have associates?
What's that? Can't even finish
He
the sentence
says.
now?
Well, he was pausing on the word friend, and then he was like, no, that can't be. And he's like,
Did you-
companions? Probably not.
Did you wake up in the wrong side of the nest? Have you eaten your seed for the morning?
Are you coming on to me?
Probably not. As I look him up and down.
Oh, trust me, buddy. I'm way too much man for you to handle.
Oh, you're a man?
Yeah. Would you like to see him? Would you like a kiss?
Why
He
is
whispers.
this happening while I'm not here?
Nav realizes he was excluded for a reason. Well, I know you. I recognize your dopey eyes. Your little self-gratifying smirk. You're the potion maker's son, aren't you? Oh. Interesting.
Runt kind of looks over at Meager with like a expression on his
Oh.
face that says nothing. That is telling Meager to say nothing, like a very almost imperceptible like shake of the head.
I wonder where she went after she was suddenly taken from my allies' camp. He even asked me to investigate. I told him to fuck off, though. Maybe I should look back into that. He
How
licks
about we
his
talk
bad.
about
fangs
what's here?
that you can see. He has no molars or any, like, herbivore / omnivore teeth. This creature is an obligatory predator. And you just, like, feel the slime in his mouth that he is generating and salivating. You look at all the sweat and he just, like, slowly spits out some saliva buildup. Oh, that's a
bad about your race,
mouth-watering
isn't it?
thought. I'm
You
sorry?
Right. by-
belong here. Go ahead, Meager.
Too bad about your race and all that. Like, being ostracized by both sides and not even fitting in the side that you want.
Ooh, casual racism from the one... What
Oh,
even
it's just
are
pity.
you? He says, looking at your flesh and your weird, stony, but also chitinous... like, what? Are you bug? Are you man? Like, oh. Perhaps look in the mirror before you begin to insult someone's appearance.
Well, you insulted our appearance. Maybe
No,
practice
I
what you
insult
preach.
your birth and existence. You are all contemptible mutants. None of you, including the Hobbit, are pure.
And by the looks of you, neither are you.
In many more ways than you would think. It is your time to perform. Let us see if you can put your... What was the expression? Money where your mouth is. I wish you 3 the best of luck.
And we will not need it, for we are more skilled than you and your friends.
He jumps back and begins to flutter, defying gravity. His weird cloak, and then the other two, kind of like bigger dudes, are like, fuck, we gotta flap. They just flap away.
Defy gravity.
They fly off the stage and into where the audience seats are that you are now level with. The little stone guy below will flip his tablet over, and the lights will begin to fade once more. On the ground below, although you cannot read what is clearly the hands of a clock, it appears you have 3-ish minutes to create a performance that will satisfy this crowd. This will be a group check, since all 3 of you are on stage, meaning we are taking the average of the rolls.
Oh no!
Yeah, I have 4 uses of bardic inspiration. Can I
Please
throughout
give
this
them
performance we'll try and give them 2 and 2
Sure.
like, during the performance? Okay. I'm using all of my bardic inspiration.
Yes, but I want more than that. I want, like, a plan here, Yugu. You are both orchestra or orchestrator and performer right now. And you're... Does Runt or Meager have any instruments they can play?
I don't, but I have an idea.
Okay.
I'm gonna let Meager talk while I finish my idea thought.
I am going to rip part of my sleeve
Okay.
and hold in
God,
it and use it as the piece of fleece for the spell Minor Illusion.
Are you sure you wish to cast a spell in here?
No.
not when you say that.
Do they leave the vials they have? Or do they take them?
No, those are theirs. Only, so you didn't even really get to see what the other 2 guys were even holding. But it appears that Jerome seems to be able to summon and then desummon an instrument at will. And take that what you will.
Can we sing? Or can we, like... I can
make
clap
you an
along
instrument.
rhythm.
No, I can make you an instrument. I can make 1 instrument. If one of you could find some way...
You want to make a grand
perform-
fucking piano? Just fucking...
Oh. All I'm saying, John, my first idea was to make a harp for me to play and have them just play something in the background. You know, maybe triangle. Like, you know, your son wants to play in the band. Here's a tambourine. Here's the triangle. Don't hit it too hard.
Question: what is the stage made of?
It appears to be some kind of stone.
Okay, so if we slap it, what kind of noise does it make?
Gonna slap the stone.
Because my idea is like Yugu has the instrument and we're like we're just like we're rhythmically using the stage, kind of, but like we can, but like Yugu just gives us like he shows us what to do and we just kind of keep like we are his rhythm and he plays the melody.
If you're going to slap the stage as your performance, I'm gonna give you all disadvantage for this check, solely due to the creativity or lack thereof. Slapping a piece of stone is not performance art. I'm sorry.
Slapping and hitting our thighs makes a pretty good slapping noise. And
John, my best performance is me slapping my body.
There is plenty of people who can do that in American Got
Actually,
Talent,
pretty
and
well.
that works for them.
Did it though? Did it really?
Can I ask the both of you just simply
Li-
harmonize?
Harmonize?
Have you ever heard vocal humming? Yeah? You just go
Wait, I have another idea.
You're gonna try to get them to harmonize with you?
Meager.
just with each other.
Meager, do you have any empty bottles?
No.
Okay, I have healing potions. We could drink the healing potions to have empty bottles, and we can try to fucking moonshine bottle this with our healing potions.
Your 3-minute countdown to prepare is almost over.
I think we just harmonize, like Yugu said. He is the performer.
Okay, whatever Yugu says then, because I don't have any.
Is
other
it
good
a is it a monotone?
Honestly, something low. I'm going to be playing a stringed instrument. It'll be high. You are my bass. Yeah? Something simple like.
Alright, Meager, let's practice. We're both really high pitched dudes.
Bo 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 bo.
Oh yes, the Tibetan
Boy.
throat singing.
Yes.
Okay.
I feel like I'm in a near game.
Alright,
Yeah,
you
it's
go.
just-
Ready. I will performance of creation. I guess I can think it. I'm going to make myself. I will make a harp.
Okay.
It's my thing.
How big is this harp? Is this like a handheld one or like one of those like ground mounted with a chair installed kind of thing?
Yeah, I can make a large-sized object. It will be
Okay.
a large-sized harp, as big as I can make it.
Understood. The largest harp any of you have ever seen. Multi-strung. You have it. Now tell me what kind of song you want to play, Yugo. It doesn't just end there with just like, I have an instrument now, but like, what sort of thing are you gonna try to sell to the crowd? Is this gonna be like a jolly, happy song? Is it gonna be a somber, sad one? Is this gonna be a love song? A heartbreak? Like, give me a genre. Give me something. Give me a taste of that musical inspiration you got going for you, Yugu.
Yeah, I
The stage is
think
built for you.
it would have to be. I don't want to say along the lines of Johnny Boy, but something you'd play at a funeral, like more reminiscent
play-
of the dead.
Okay. You're gonna
Well, I
try
have
to play to your
two-
audience here?
Yeah, well, I have two bassists who just go. Hmm.
Okay.
I need to play something a little sad, but I can play all the high pieces.
John, have you played Journey?
Journey?
No.
No? Damn.
I have this.
I actually had a good orchestral piece that might be a good frame of comparison, but it doesn't matter if you don't know it.
Like this? This is a
Uncultured
piano.
swine.
I don't have a harp version of this
Isn't that
song.
like the walking simulator game that's actually really good?
Yes, that's what
Okay.
my tattoo is based off of.
Oh, nice.
Ooh.
He's casually flexing because he can't play any instruments right now. Literally flexing on camera. Eric, just show us your guns while this is happening.
Oh!
There you go.
Damn.
Tickets sell off on Sunday.
Jeez. You wrestle? Is that what you're doing for your performance? It's just fucking
Wrestling
WrestleMania.
with Hunter.
We're helping, guys!
Yugo plays a banjo while Rhett and Meager wrestle. That's our performance art.
You get the
Benny Hill.
All right, back into character. Yuku, you start playing this funeral-esque music as the lights, well, one light falls truly upon you, revealing to you a army of ghosts waiting and watching, spectating you in silent appraisal. I need you three to give me the best performance checks of your lives.
do they get my inspiration thing?
You will be able to do that throughout the performance, yes. So if that's like a D8, they can add that to their roll, which they should.
Ooh.
Very good.
Ugh, mine's not that great either.
9.
You roll the D8 as well.
Oh, epic. I will do that. Okay, I got turned into a 15.
But you get double inspiration.
Yeah, my
Reroll your
multi
D8,
potential.
Meager.
Yeah.
Another one?
Yeah, roll another one.
Oh.
We got a 7.
I got 10.
So we got. Well, no, it doesn't add. It's
Yeah,
No,
get the
you
bigger
choose the
one.
better one.
Yeah.
So we have a
okay.
7.
A 15 and a 17.
Yugu, is there anything you can do for your own?
Nope.
Okay. John does quick math. You averaged out to a 13.
That's
not
not
great.
the worst.
Definitely
Uh,
better than the bird guys who are
part.
squawking.
Your music is not applauded to at all. And as your wacky, wonky song ends, you can just hear a mocking laughter in the back of just you're comedians! That's your show! Oh no! And then like two other after you hear some like slapping noises, just you hear the chorus echoing like mocking laughter that is forced by the other two bird demons.
The lackey laugh.
The wacky laugh, as it's known now. You talked quite a big game! Jerome will say, standing up as the lights come back on. Looks like you couldn't back it up.
Art's gonna give an eye to Yugu, and you're just gonna see him mouth a word like weapon, sword.
Gun?
Out of character, you have
Gun?
no idea how bad I want to murder this guy. But I kind of
In
feel like
character
it's
and
not.
out of character.
Well, technically, we still have the stage, and they haven't done their name yet, so they haven't interrupted us, so we can play again.
Yeah, let's just play again.
Yeah.
Why don't this time? Don't we have like the Ulathayan music that we can try to play? Because we have like the two pieces.
Maybe, but as you
We have a
guys
poem.
look around, the lights haven't changed on the floor. It seems like the stone statue guy is waiting for you all to get off.
Okay, I'll quickly
It seems like you
go
don't
down
need
the
to
ladder, write my
rewrite
name
your
again,
name.
if you'll let me. Yeah.
Yeah, you can do it. Well, you don't need to. This is going to oscillate. This is a true battle of the bands. It's not a we go until we win. It will always be fair.
Unless they could remove my instrument, it's there for an hour. Or actually more than an hour.
Jerome will
It's there
play it.
for... Okay.
You just gave him all he needed to win, he thinks to himself out loud, mocking you. Thanks for your great big harp! And he will, in this 3 minutes of preparation, teach his familiar / monster how to play the harp. As his dark, dank, spiritual, devil, like Satan's strung instrument appears in his hands with a puff of smoke.
Hey, quick, Yuku, teach me how to play the harp. And
You? I
yeah,
can teach
and
you the
kind of like
basics, yeah.
yeah, just
Then Jerome thinks for a moment. And how better to crush the spirit of a bard other than just play him one-on-one? Oh, he thinks to himself. Oh, Jerome, how sadistic do you feel? As a secret dice is rolled. Fuck. Does he know Yugu's name? I don't think he does.
No, he just sees him
If
as a
he-
lizard.
Yeah, if you looked
We
at
called him
board,
Yugu,
you
I
would
think.
know. No, he called me mutant.
Yeah, but I called you Yugu.
Oh, true.
Uh,
Yugu, was it? Would you care for a lesson? He asks you in the silence of this auditorium.
I do not think I need a lesson from someone with no friends. It sounds boring.
Oh. Your loss.
Brent elbows him.
Do it. Go up there and kick his ass. With music.
That was the plan, but I can't.
No,
Like,
but do it.
it's his turn, right?
He's literally inviting you. Fucking go up.
He starts pushing Yugu in the back.
Go. No.
Okay,
I'll find something to stab you with if you don't.
Okay, fuck. I'll run away from Run.
Fine,
Well, it's like trying to break a
Good
piece of
purpose.
rock out of a wall and just thank you with it.
Yeah,
Got the chair.
I start trying to sharpen one of the broken pieces of the chairs on another piece of a chair into a shank.
It just sets on fire.
Yugu, you are invited up to play with Jerome. Yugu, you come from Moolah, right? Where everyone doesn't violate anyone's non-aggression principle. And everyone kind of lives in familial communes under the earth in their bunkers. It's not the most sociable place. But your instructor, your music teacher, who you attached onto, and you are still stained underneath the gloves with the blood of, who you apparently murdered in your vision, always taught you the fundamentals of working with another musician. Are you going to break the principle here and now to win? Are you going to try to sabotage Jerome at the cost of your artist integrity?
Will not play with him. More like if he tries to play a main piece, I will also try and play a main piece. If he does not play a backup for me, I'm not going to play backup for him.
I see. Okay. Well, the two big birds fly the fuck off stage as Jerome looks at you. His void eyes, almost a complete absorption of who you are. They do not reflect at all. As John finds the right music, I'm going to ask you for a performance check, and then he will also roll a performance check. If he surpasses yours, he will more or less not just. How would this be? You both are competing on the same stage, but you're doing it in such a way where you're trying to, I guess, not fuck each other over, but also like steal the limelight. So I suppose this would just be a pure contest of who could work who better or manipulate someone to play as a complement to their music rather than the other way around.
John, could I set this up? I was planning. I'm not going to do this in the middle of it. I was planning while we were playing to use a second level spell slot to get rid of the hope and turn it into a viol while I'm playing, like in the middle of playing. Right?
Can you do that? Is that something
I
you can?
It just takes an action in a second level spell slot.
Where is it?
Actually, I had to use a second level spell slot to make the hope in the first place.
Okay, cool. Oh shit. I didn't even know that was a thing. I thought this was just like a once per long rest thing you did. I did.
It is if I don't want to waste spell slots.
This is the time to use them.
Yep. Well,
Oh,
I don't need them for fighting, right?
Yeah, then if this is a feature you can do, which it looks like it is.
Kind of trying to intentionally fuck over Jerome. That is the plan. I will play something, try to play nice, and if I feel like he is trying to play with me, I will switch instruments to try and fuck him over.
Okay. John will just denote that real quick. Willing Yugu willing to sacrifice artistic, what is it? Professionalism.
Integrity.
Integrity. Thank you. For the
Go Yugu,
mission
go Yugu, go,
objective.
go Yugu, go Yugu, go.
Okay. Well, the light countdown begins. It is a very dreadful, stomach churning decision you have made. If you fail, you don't know what will happen. But if you succeed, you will have more or less wasted Jerome's round here, as he invited you on. You're not even sure what you're competing for, now that you're thinking of it, as you sit on your harp.
My integrity as a bard, obviously.
True. Well, no, you're giving that away. Jerome, Yugu, is an ancient demon from when the Earth was theoretically young. He's at least younger than your current age, which is like 1,000+ years. He knows what he is doing. He likely has been playing this demon harp / shoulder-mounted string instrument in hell. You are severely at a disadvantage here. However, you, or specifically saying that you want to fuck him up, will turn this to a normal roll. So, please give me your hardest fought performance check as John rolls a d20. What d20 should I roll? Should I roll a good one?
Oh, not a good one.
Okay. I rolled an 8. We will see what...
That's beatable.
This is going to be close. Potentially. You rolled a 9.
Yeah,
So he
I have a
needs to have 6 or more performance, which I believe he will.
I knew I
As
should have
John...
expertise performance instead of persuasion. Fuck.
True.
Like,
Jerome
have you
Cheat.
used the persuasion?
Nope. But to be fair, I think this is the first time performance has came up as well.
True.
True. He has...
Has persuasion come up for you though? Either?
No, that's what I mean.
The first-
they're both
It's like
used
you
as things to
don't
take
act as the
expertise in.
face, despite... It's like you're hiding away while Runt does all the talking.
The guy with literally 10 base charisma and does not have persuasion and proficiencies does all the talking. So strange.
Like, I have 13, so I don't know.
Honestly, I feel like our
Okay.
charismas don't accurately represent
Yeah.
our character
I was
personality.
gonna say, we also had 2 warlocks for the longest of time, who probably have way more persuasion just base.
Yugu, you are performing. You even do a second level switch up, but you don't throw Jerome. Whether it's because you are intrinsically trying to trick him and he is the patron saint of trickery itself, or just he knew what you were onto before you even did it, as though this devilish understanding that he is indeed the better artist than you was the sole reason he brought you up in the first place, to put you in your place. Yugu, you do not beat him, nor do you switch him up. But the audience doesn't go buck wild, either. Well, the spirits, the judges, the applause is like a smattering of like, okay, well, this occurred and had nothing... This wasn't a show at all. Neither one of you truly performed here. This was just a personal duet to throw you both. Jerome just wasted his round. Intentionally. Is that worrisome to you, Yugu, as you realize that you are on a one-on-one outclassed?
Yeah. I still think he is just playing for an end goal. if I have, I don't know, like a spiritual advantage on him for trying to play good music, but he's still obviously way better than me at just playing in general. I don't know if it's possible to beat him, but
Well,
at least
if you can't beat him in a fair way, how will you? Jerome says nothing as he steps off the platform. John, inhaled water. Fuck.
John
Nice.
dies.
I'm
I'm
dying.
the DM now.
We win. You are left kind of just on your own there. Uh-oh. You think to yourself. The little guy comes to look up, shifting to get eye contact with you, but it's difficult. Perhaps he's waiting for eye contact to restart the counter.
Use the poem, Luke.
Which poem? I write
The
down so many
Ulathaean-
fucking poems.
The Ulathaean poem, the one that's part of the spell we're trying to make.
Me as a player, don't. I'm looking through my notes. Like
You do
60% of it, that's a lie, is poems. I could recite a lot of poems, and hopefully one of them is the right one.
You could do slam poetry for an hour.
I'm gonna let Yugu think up his next plan here. And we're gonna jump to Nav. Nav, you are with Gunther sitting down looking at a beautiful nighttime scene. Your helmet shines, well, illuminates the world for you, as well as your dark vision. The stars are beautiful tonight. There's a gust of wind so high on this top. Gunther is clearly cold, but refuses to leave, as the sun truly begins to, well, is gone from this world. Still, you can make out the giant lake that you had seen. You can see where you came from. North, in the valley. Where you can see some, like, little lights coming. This isn't, like, so surprising, right? Just tiny little lights. Maybe campfires, maybe torches. Far away.
Coming from the same valley that we were in?
Yeah.
Mm. That's either good or bad. Either really good or really bad, rather.
Okay. Gunther, the shivering man that he is, not ready for such cold winter temperatures without his anti-wind chilled cloak, snuggles up next to you, which is also super fucking cold because you're made out of armor and you don't care about temperatures at all. And he's like, alright, that was a mistake.
I'm going to hand off my wind-resistant cloak, because I still have that.
You're so kind, Gunther tells you, Nav.
John, what are you doing?
I'm buying time for John so that he can...
Okay, that's
out.
fair enough.
Yeah.
I can work
Well,
with that.
hang on. Is this the right poem?
No, that was a puzzle.
Okay. Yeah.
I was about to say, I don't think we have very many poems.
I don't think
We
you
have
do
like
either.
2.
Did we
No.
ever
You
actually
reckon-
read the literal poem?
No, you
think-
didn't.
See, I didn't think so.
Oh.
Like
Yeah.
we got the scroll for it, but I don't think we ever actually read
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure you have it because you're the bard. So we let you hold on to it.
No,
I'm
Arvo
pretty sure
has
they
it.
stole it from us. Yeah.
Yeah.
Arvo
Oh.
stole it from us.
Well, shit.
Yeah, how shitty would that be right now? Nav. We're not done
Da.
with you just yet.
Okay.
Gunther stands up at one point. And he looks down the ramp and says, I can hear footsteps.
Like...
And in the darkness, you will... Maybe like 100 or so feet. He's just made one of the switchback turns and is on the home stretch to where this platform is. Comes a figure.
What does it... Like, armor? Does he have weapons out?
You wait for him to get closer.
Well, I can see 120 feet.
Okay, well then fuck me. You can see him perfectly. It is a very... It's weird, actually. His body symmetry is skewered greatly. Okay. He feels much taller than he appears. Maybe there's like a hunch to his back or a curvature to his neck that makes him lean forward more so than anything else. His skin is a bright alabaster that is being, well, to you, gleams like the moon. In his hand is a very crooked, dark metal axe that seems to have been, like, chipped off more so than, like, forged properly to an edge. Your war pick is a weapon. His seems to literally just be chewed on metal to a serrated blade. He wears armor, but it is a simple, almost metal skirt. It is as though he is wearing half plate without the breastplate or the pauldrons on. He wears boots. He is cleanly shaven, and his eyes are a bright pink as he begins to work his way up, silently, ghostly almost.
So is like he's sneaking, or just he doesn't make a lot of noise?
He doesn't seem to make a lot of noise.
Since you said ghostly, is it this figure reminiscent of the how the weapon is made or not made, or however you want to describe it? Is it reminiscent of the ghost army we saw in Destry?
Ghost
armor style?
No,
or...
he is not undead. This man is clearly alive. But as he gets within 60 feet of you, he will stop and look up, stretching out his back a little more. You can see some more of his features, his long fingers that are way too thin for his muscles and hands. He seems to have supernatural strength, just with how much his biceps and back are built. He seems to have skipped a leg day, but despite this looks rather agile as well. Give me an animal handling check, Nav.
Okay.
Yeah, just, we're just fishing. Just fishing for rolls. There's something about this guy that reminds you of an animal. Some bestial form. But you're like, which? And you're like, your mind is scraping, looking for answers, but none come immediately. As he calls out to you. Alventori.
Not quite. I just jacked one of their suits of armor. I'm gonna go try and kill some of the others, probably.
I see.
I hope this isn't offensive. Oh, by all means. And Nav will step aside.
Yeah. You step aside. And he begins to march up the stairs. I'm gonna assume you go to the mountain edge. Or do you, risk being on the ledge itself?
Mountain edge. like
Okay.
going towards the mountainside.
Yeah. There is a moment where he is within striking distance, and where time seems to slow down for you, Nav, as you realize, like, oh, hey, I can just totally summon my war pick, and then we're fucking fighting. And his pink, bright, reflective eyes upon you as you do go through the mental processes, and Gunther kind of, like, cowers next to you, having no aggressive spells nor a way to physically shove this man off the cliff. What do you do, Nav?
I don't do shit.
You just watch him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Warriors
you
watching
watch.
warriors.
He leaves your attack of opportunity range and reaches the platform where the bird will begin to get up. Probably to fight this creature. However, we don't have to worry about that, as John goes back to John. What have you come up with, Yugu, as you wait? You give the man his signal, the stone guy, the little statue man?
Yeah, I have a plan. Hopefully more pandering will do.
Okay. What's the plan?
Because I have my instrument, I will still play, but more of like a background, more just to set the mood.
Mm-hmm.
I want to the six figures. I don't know exactly who they are, like the official titles. I don't seem to have that written down somewhere.
The six figures?
The twins, the huntress, the depiction of
What?
Erithil, I think. At all of the temples we go to, we
Mm-hmm.
run into usually a challenge.
Yeah.
At the first one, it was all six, and at a few of them, we only run into a few. I want to just make a speech, pretty much, trying to commemorate each of them, right?
Ooh.
Like the huntress, may she hunt forever. Prey, she's tracking. The twins, beginning and end, destruction and creation, forever together, unchanging. I mean, I could try and come up with a speech right now. It would probably be very lackluster and way shittier than Yugu could do.
I want to hear all of the components, and then the dice can give us the imagination.
Okay.
You begin to... Are you alone in this performance? Do you just tell Meager and Runt to fucking stay down there and not get in your way?
I'm not gonna stop them from coming up, but if they come up
I'm not gonna
aid
come
me,
up unless you ask me.
yeah, exactly. I'm sitting up there. If they come up, I'll be like, okay, yeah, we can do something. If they don't, I'm just gonna perform.
Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna let
I'll
you
let the bard
shine.
do his bard thing.
Try.
Okay. You... Well, any other components you want to add? This is the time where lore will pay off, and you are the lore team. So, let's see what you got.
I've got Huntress, twins. Fuck, I
Oh,
wish
actually,
I
I do
had a
have
name for
something.
them.
Actually, I do have something I can help you out with. 1 second. Keep doing your thing,
Okay,
and
yeah, yeah.
I need to pull it up from my notes.
I'll talk about. Fuck, I wish I had this name. The Watchers eternally at the dusk, making sure nothing comes our way. The beautiful. What is her name? Why does this not make sense? A beautiful woman, always alone. May she rest with Uletha in peace. I guess.
I have. So I don't have the bow with me, but I did get the bow Legend Lord. It is an Ulethaean bow, and the name is Ish-Arith's Gift of Eurithel, which is a bow that was gifted to the Shadow Walker, which Runt can tell you.
Yeah.
I will give you.
Runt just starts
Just
name dropping.
Yeah,
I'm
that
literally
helps,
just
that
name
helps.
dropping for anything that could potentially help you.
I will
Okay, here you go.
speak. Thank you. May we walk the marked path, hidden in shadows. may the shadows guard our hidden path. Beasts will wipe the earth, but Uletha, I'll say Uletha, will return to guide us on our way. Okay, I know there's this being that wants stuff. I have it written down in our notes.
Yeah.
Always showing like a furious ghost. I have no idea what to say for them. That sounds inspirational. Maybe like, may our fury forever protect those in battle. That sounds okay.
I think your pandering attempt justifies me giving you advantage. But I also kind of want to give you a cliffhanger here so that you can actually write something up. And then...
What if he rules the GM, though? So only you know for next week.
Oh, fuck, I just moved Eric's camera a little. Oh, no. Ugh.
What have you done?
I'm sorry.
Our symmetry.
You will spend... yeah, we're going to do that, actually. I'm going to give you more time to prepare and converse with your party members.
Real speech.
I think that's way more
like
performative.
prose,
However, we're going to jump back to Nav real quick before we end off this cliffhanger, because this will likely be the last performance you will get to attempt before things happen. Jerome, to set the scene, is watching you, judging you, and although you mock him, there is still a part of you that not so much needs his approval, but you need to beat him. He is your enemy, Yugo, your rival here, and you know that he will likely win on his own next round if you fail here. And if that is not inspirational to make you have a breakthrough, then I don't know what is. Nav, though, you also see a very strange, terrible thing occur as two legendary monsters begin to fight. The giant crow, gargantuan in size, seems to not be able to move this creature who now challenges it openly into or off of its perch. It will be a sight to behold as this creature, like an albino rat, begins to spring and move with agility you would never be able to match, as well as physical strength which creates thunderclaps. You are staring at some sort of ascended barbarian from years long ago when magic was perhaps even more, magical, more ample, where it interred within people and just made them so much more heroic. This rat man will fight this bird, and in roughly 6 to 10 combat rounds, judging on the previous attempts of throwing these two characters at one another, this one will become victorious. Mostly due to rage, but, it is what it is. Nav, you will also have a choice to make when the bird dies, is just thrown from its perch and knocked off. Very similar to the choice you made when you saw the Herald. So, with two cliffhangers, where one character may win or lose their mission objective, and another may challenge a scion of a verminous god to one-on-one combat, plus Gunther. We will find out how both of those conflicts end next time on City States of Klovisa. Thank you all so much for joining me. If there's any shout-outs you want to make, now is definitely the time.
Shout out Lumblevore for being our camera filler tonight.
What a
Thank
god.
you.
What a fucking straight up G.
Wow.
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 Gets him every time.
Ugh.
To
Okay.
John, may he rest in peace.
True.
Not dead.
I hope
He's
he
not
rests in
dead.
peace as well.
But
he's
he's
not
dead
dead, but I
to
hope he
us.
rests.
Yeah.
I hope he rests
Good.
in peace at night.
Yes. Have a new adventure on Zone.
It's true.
True adventure.
Eric,
He becomes a
run.
monk.
Gimme.
I don't have anything else today.
No.
Okay. Then, guys, thank you all once again for joining us. I hope you have a wonderful afternoon, evening, night, and just don't fucking die. Oh, idiots!
That's it.
All right, bye.
Don't die.
Aye.